que hoje tu quer mais, eu sei que menos não é mais. Me diz quem tá querendo mais. Hoje eu quero mais, tô querendo mais, quero um pouco mais, tô querendo mais. Hoje eu quero mais, tô querendo mais, quero um pouco mais, tô querendo mais. Hoje eu quero mais, tô querendo mais, quero um pouco mais, tô querendo mais. Tá querendo mais.
Hello, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Week 9, the final week of our series. It is the Legends Amateurs Series Premade League, not the Legends Rival Series Draft, as the text does say underneath the text. So I'll get that fixed up by the time we get back here. But guys, we're not going to keep you too long for now. We are going to be getting right onto the Rift very, very shortly, because I know when we got a little bit of a time crunch here tonight. But tonight's games, a lot on the line. I, again, don't want to keep you guys too long, but it is Tigers facing off against PVE. So much on the line for either of these teams. Tigers, if they find a win here, that puts them at a perfect season. 9-0, totally going to be looking for that, and I'm sure every single one of the Tigers wants that beautiful, perfect record. On the other side, PVE needs to win here. Winner Booze is right on their tail, and if they do not win the series tonight, their playoff dreams are essentially crushed at that point. So important for either of these teams to win tonight. But let's see what happens. I am not going to keep you guys for too much longer, other than the fact that don't forget that we are doing predictions tonight. So check how many tokens you have. You can check the leaderboards as well too. We will be using those for the polls tonight. So bust out those tokens. Let's drop some big money tonight and see what happens. But without any further ado, let's send it on over to our casters and get this show on the road, guys. How does that sound? I think it sounds pretty sweet. But it's your boy Gurf. I'll be here on the analyst desk when we come back from this game to break down things a little bit. But you know our guys here for Wednesday nights. Awesome Sheep and a red wheelbarrow ready to take things away. And guys, why don't you do that?
Thank you very much, Gurf. Ladies and gentlemen, Gurf has hyped it up as it should be. Tigers V2 looking to solidify the biggest, I would say, achievement in Legends Esports so far, being perfect, having a perfect score going into playoffs here. So Tigers definitely going to be looking to, grab that away and just, sing praises for themselves, as that would be something very, very awesome to pretty much brag about to pretty much anyone. But PVE do have a really big chance and shot here to shut down those dreams and to also give themselves a playoff spot here, as Tigers are also looking forward to, shutting down PVE Sports' dreams and making sure they don't see the light of day into playoffs. But we'll have to see how these teams are going to fare here. A lot is on the line for both of these teams here. Regardless, Tigers will go into playoffs, but PVE, this is their shot. If they lose it here, then they are out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to be back with you again on this wonderful Wednesday night. I am excited just for the fact that when you look at the cast that we have tonight, cast of players, if you will, we've got Gayfinder Temple, who claims he's the best jungler, right? We
Yep,
got
yep.
Bam Booper, who also hosts our Thursday night cast sometimes. So we've got quite a few people that you and I together have casted on over the last few weeks. So we'll be able to kind of see what happens as we get into this series. So I'm excited. I got to give the edge here just on paper, Tigers, right? It looks like we are readying up here into the champ select and the pick and ban. So we're going to kick this off. But is there anything awesome, Sheep, that you're kind of looking forward here tonight?
I mean, I wouldn't say if I'm biased towards PVE whatsoever, as my boy Gayfinder Temple, a very close friend of mine. So I do want to see them succeed here and see if they can't pick up a win here and give Tigers their first loss, as he was on the LAS draft Spartans just last split, and he did get all the way to finals, but they did end up falling short there. But regardless, he was a very, very strong contention for, one of the best junglers there. I will give it to him. He is a really good jungler when it does count. Whether he is the best or not will be determined today, as he is going against a crowd favorite such as BKC.
Yep, and as everybody can see here, we are live and going on the stream, and we are already well into the pick and bans. We see Set there being picked up first by PVE, and it also looks like we've got a list of bans here in that first round. Is there anyone there that surprises you for a ban, or is that pretty much across the board what you would expect?
I mean, from Tigers, I definitely not surprised whatsoever here. I will say if anything that can be changed, it will be the Blitzcrank. Instead of the Thresh, because you would expect to see the Thresh taken away from Patoga there. So
yeah, he is a sick player on that, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
he is definitely a very sick player there. He just doesn't die on that pick. His death sentences are on point. So I would say the only difference is to maybe ban out the Thresh instead of the Blitz, but Blitz definitely does have a lot more of a lethal hook than the Thresh does have, but I will say Patoga is a way better Thresh, and I would say Blitzcrank, but Tigers definitely do not want to deal with the Blitzcrank. They're ready to deal with the Thresh, as they do throw up a counter for him, such as the Morgana here. So far Tiger doing the classic draft. It is going to be first pick set, but Tiger's merely going to take the Caitlyn Morgana, but Lux is actually going to be shown here as the third pick for PvE. Now that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is great, especially just because at this point in the draft, going into the second round of bans, after Tigers finalizes their first round, it's a flex pick. It can go mid, it can go support. I personally am not entirely sure what Ivan usually plays on PvE, but it is great to kind of see that be utilized here as strategies going. The one thing I did want to bring up, as Evelyn gets picked up there for jungle, so that's just amazing there for their team comp. The one thing I did want to point up, Sheep, is we are sitting here now on patch 1020, right? We did just get a patch update, so I am kind of wondering if there's anything drastically that changes for them. Looking across the patch notes and as well as what we have in front of us so far, nothing, is that drastic of a difference as far as like what could have happened yesterday versus today, right? So.
Yeah, definitely. Based off all of these picks here, not much. The 10.20 patch is really going to change here. Everything is still going to be about 10.19 here, as not really any champion has been picked that was changed at all here. So far, it's just been pretty much a classic draft that you would see. You see the Evelyn, you see the Caitlyn, you see the Morgana, the Set, and the Jen. The only pick I would say that is maybe not seen as much as the Lux, but Lux can still be very strong here. And the amount of flexibility that PVE has right now is insane. Like, Set can go any lane that he wants to besides the ADC role, and Lux can, you know, go the support role into the mid role also. So PVE definitely has a lot more flexibility options than Tiger does. As Tiger's, you know, the Evelyn's going jungle, you know the Caitlyn is going bot. I mean, if they try to flex those around, it's not going to be as efficient here, but we'll see what else they're gonna pull out here. I was like, you're gonna ban out 2 assassins for Astro Wave here, as he's not gonna be able to play the Talon or the Akali here. PV gonna take out the Cassidy and thinking about the last man here, and it is going to be the Kled.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't like going against the Kled top lane. I don't care what elo that is. But a true, tried and true, I should say, top laner pick comes in for Tigers. There are just a ton of global ability there to be able to get around that map, and then you've got, of course, you know, the bindings, the charm-like little thing from Evelyn. It's going to be CC for days for the most part for Tigers. However, as you pointed out, with all these flex picks on PVE, they also do have a little bit of CC too. Right now, I mean, it looks like I want to get someone. I know Sat can do some diving, right? But I would like to see someone that can poke out a little bit more damage per second, damage overall. That gets kind of into their front line, that can hit down some of the tanks like Shen. So we'll kind of see what happens. Just because Jin, Zach, that is actually awesome to see.
So we know the Set is not going jungle here because Zach is almost 100% going over to Gatefriend and Temple there. He is very strong and lethal with this pick. We've seen it multiple times on him, both in this league and the LAS draft just last split. He was very potent, he was very strong, he was very lethal. He gank prio in general, and his presence is really high. He was constantly ganking level 2, level 3, like he did not care if he got behind. As long as he got summoners or a kill in one of his 3 lanes, he was fine with it. So Gatefriend and Temple looking to roll the snowball very early on this one, as they have about 5 seconds left into this last pick here, and we'll see how this comp is going to run out here.
Okay.
Diana. Alright, so that is going to be a set top Lux support. Gen ADC, Zac jungle, and the Diana top, unless the Diana and the Set do want to pull throughout top mid, which is a very strong possibility here. But I think Astro Wave is definitely going to be on to that Diana there, as it's just going to be a comfort champion for him. It fits his playstyle. Obviously, as you can see, the Talon and the Akali was banned out, so Diana next best pick, or even a better pick in most situations. I would say she's just so strong and can delete pretty much anybody in your backline. And if you look at Tigers right now, they have 3 easy targets. I wouldn't say easy targets as in like they're very easy to kill, but they're very squishy. Caitlyn, Morg, and the Evelyn, if you get on them, they are just going to blow up instantly. Evelyn does have the last embrace for the untargetability to get out, and there is the black shield from Morgana, but besides that, it's not going to do. But Silas is going to come out for Tigers, as Dallas, guessing he's going to take that down into the mid lane against this Diana here. So I really do like this matchup in general. I think it favors Silas a lot more, because I think Silas has a lot more skirmishing and healing capabilities, especially in the early game, than Diana does. And once it both hit level 6, Silas can just steal that ult away from Diana. He can be just as strong as her, so definitely really do like this pick up for Dallas here, as I believe he should definitely have a lot more lane priority over this Diana and when it comes to the early into the mid game, but Diana's still going to be able to throw out a lot more damage and burst into team fights.
Yeah, I don't mind the Tigers draft. For PvE though, I do think that they have a much better composition. However, I am kind of concerned about that Lux support. If anything, just because of you know, how squishy that champion is. If you miss a bind and they jump on you, you're dead. So obviously the whole entire game plan for both of these teams on that bot lane is pretty much just to stay behind their minions. And then Evelyn has more of that advantage of being able to have that gank, but you also do have Zac with the ability to slingshot from behind a lot of those camps away from vision. So I think this is a vision heavy game, something that I have not seen across the leagues so far, either from casting or playing, is that there's not a huge priority on the Vision game. And I think just knowing that we have Zach and Evelyn in here, that's something that they really need to be thinking about and preparing for.
But as you see, the first pick is going to be out. Is going to be set top, as I thought. X-Wave is going to be going on to Diana, but I definitely do very agree with you. Vision is going to be a really big thing here, especially with the Evelyn Shen. Shen being able to TP onto Evelyn with the Stand United and not being able to be seen whatsoever. So Evelyn does leave the comforts of her passive there from her stealth that she gets after level 6 and onwards. So definitely a very strong and potent combo that they have with the Shin Evelyn, but then to be really careful to not rely solely on that, as there's still a lot of damage and disengage and re-engage coming out from PVE Esports, as with the Diana, Zac, and Set, those 3 people alone can stall out fights, they can re-engage fights, they can disengage fights, and they can sustain like it's no tomorrow. So Tigers definitely have to be really careful for this top side here, as they are just going to be really hard to lock down and kill.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's kind of going into lanes as we expected. I think it's just very obvious with Silence that it's going to go Conqueror for the heal. And I just think for him being, team fight centric, he is that secondary tank option. He'll be able to soak up a lot of that damage, re-heal it, especially since one of his passive is the ability to do that lovely spinning arm chain, smack everybody in a row. So it's just going to be great there. I'm trying to think, just overall win condition wise. Yeah, we did point out the Vision. We do have the Jhin Lux bot versus the Morgana and the Kate. I don't know who would come out on top as far as that laning goes, so I really do feel it could be a top or mid-centric game here, just obviously aided by whatever successful gank happens. So I'm interested to see the pathing that they end up taking for their first rotations in jungle, to kind of see where they're going to try to land towards the end of that rotation and get this fight going.
Alright, everybody, predictions are going to be open now here. Vote now, PVE or Tigers. Tigers currently looking, I would say, pretty strong with this draft, but PVE definitely do have a lot of answers to what Tigers is looking for here. And back to what you were saying, Red Rubil, onto the bot side, I would say this is a kind of hard to favor a specific matchup here, as Jhin Lux is I would say, really safe and good matchup into Caitlyn Morgana. However, Jhin Lux does have the very potent ability of getting ganked, as the Morgana does not, with the Black Shield, being able to not get binded or knock up or any type of CC thrown onto you by anybody because of the Black Shield, while Lux's shield does block all types of damage, but it doesn't block any type of status effects onto you. So I would say Morgana and Caitlyn definitely do have the advantage when it does come to the gank presence down into bot lane here. So Jhin Lux, Toga, and Fanboy definitely have to be very careful here, but they definitely do have the ability to win this 2v2 if they do play it right, if they can bait out the Black Shield, and Toga can land a bind here. The Jhin damage is really high, but the Jhin damage obviously only really high if the Jhin does not decide to build Storm Razor first item, but we'll have to see if that is going to happen.
I just also want to mention, Gurf, I think you need to up your token inputs there. I just bet 2k, so I think you could do a little bit better, my man. But beyond that, I completely agree with you and the way that... sorry, just had to throw that out there. But I just think overall, I agree just with that bot lane synergy and how that's going to work out. Man, it's going to be tough just because I don't see how Tigers, towards the late game, if you've got a fed Set or a fed Zac, they're going to be able to just get all over the place really quickly, and it's going to be hard to take them down. So.
Yeah, definitely, but I will say just based off of paper here and based off what we have seen multiple times, Tigers have done this 8 times before, so I would see any reason why they can't do it at least one more time.
Very true.
PVE's chances are about looking as low as Grove's tokens here, so definitely gonna be very up to them here to see if they can't take away this very big achievement for Tigers here.
Yep. I'm putting my faith into PVE on this one. I know it is a series, right? I know they're gonna play a best of 3 here, but I do think that we're going to have the ability to see PVE get at least one game off of them, and if there is any game to do it on, I do have faith here that it is this one just based off of the draft comp. So yeah, that's where I put that.
We have 40 seconds left into the spectator lane, and then we're gonna get right into. Oh boy. You know, I saw that in chat there, Gurf. Anyway, 20 seconds until the spectator is down here. So once we get out of loading screen here into the game, the predictions will be closing there. So get them in while you can. Tigers currently sitting pretty up 8-0, while PVE is sitting, you know, not as pretty down there into the 4-4 there. They've been able to pick up 4 wins for themselves, but have fallen down 4 times also. We'll see if they cannot break this even streak, as if they can go 5-4 and hopefully not 4-5 here today to keep the playoffs hopes alive.
Yep, and obviously, guys, I want to keep this interactive, so yeah, we are kind of going back and forth like with the voting and stuff, but also put in the chat, or put into the chat on the stream what your thoughts are. If we happen to catch that, we have no issue kind of bringing that up as well, making sure that everyone kind of has a say, because we're all here, we're all part of these leagues, and it's really fun to kind of see how this all plays out. We do see, just based off this loading screen, which it always goes by really quickly, the Silas brought fleet work, so that to me is interesting. He's going for that heal there. So yeah, that definitely did not go with the Conqueror like I kind of thought he would. So.
Oh, there goes the ice cream. Yeah, I'm definitely surprised there, because Silas with free footwork is, I would say, it's a little better if you're going against a ranged matchup that can poke you out here, but you're going against a melee matchup here where you can easily skirmish and dual, pausing at 5 seconds.
Yep, pause to 5.
Yep, take your time. Alright, here we go. PVE Esports versus Tigers here. Let's see how this is gonna go here. Tigers' strength is looking very high. They've won 8 times in a row, making it look like 9, hopefully, after today here, as they're looking to hopefully break a record here for Legends Esports to be the first ever team to be unbeatable at coming into playoffs.
Yeah, and I know we already pointed out the runes that Dallas had brought on that Silas, but I did also want to mention we do have Shen obviously taking that teleport top, so we've got 2 ways to pretty much get across that map. And then Dallas also did bring teleport, and then we do see here on the side of PVE, they do have just 1 teleport there with budget at top. And also Jin did bring the cleanse, which you are going to need
We
with
may
this
see
team.
something here. Mavari is going to put down an early vision ward here. Not much is really going to be found here. Q coming up from Action Wave is going to land, but not much is really going to be found there. Mavari probably going to be able to regen most of that back by the time the minions do crash and lave, about 20 seconds here. But he does get that crucial ward for VKC there, knowing where the start is going to happen. It is also going to force a ward out of Astro Wave here. So it's going to be top without ward for Tigers and top without ward for PvE Esports here, but you know, I would say overall, very good for Ovari being able to find that for VKC. They now know guaranteed Gayfinder Temple is going to be on this bot side, and maybe hopefully catch if he is going to do a red-blue start.
Yep, and that's what I really like about these type of leagues here, especially for folks that have played together for a while, you know, for weeks on end. They've been practicing, getting ready for these matches. So they do already have their game plans down as far as the early vision control and what they're going to be going for. And as you see with the placements there, it really gives you the ability to see their pathings and which way that those junglers take, which is what I mentioned during that drafting phase. So very good job.
Yeah, definitely a lot of small macro, not mistakes, but decision making from a lot of those members is definitely really good. Looks like seeing something onto the top side here. We've always trying to get something onto budget here. It is going to be a big minion wave on both sides here, so they're going to be able to both take quite a bit of damage here, but budget is going to land at level 2 first. Level 2 is also going to go down to PvE on the bot side. Vine is not going to land. The E is going to land onto Bamboo there, but not much is really going to be found there. A little bit of poke, not too much.
Yeah, they're pretty much just throwing around their spells and their stuns down their bot lane, but they do have their mana still kind of up there, so Oh, that was pretty close of a bind.
Yep.
Oh,
Really good light binding onto 2 members there. Down to Grenade is going to go out there. Heal is going to come out from Booper there. Really good E coming out from the set there. Haymaker coming out. A lot of damage going with Valley. Clutch Strike going to come out along with the Lunar Rush. Coming to mid lane from Astro Wave. Dallas taking a lot of damage here. One more auto. It is going to be First Blood going over to Astro Wave. As he is going to be able to throw that Ignite right onto Dallas there. And really well done. Ooh, Knuckle Down is going to come out with a really good another E coming out from Budget there. He does have to make it up, but it's going to be used, but looks like Voy is going to be able to walk right out of that one.
barely.
Again, Deadly Flash coming out. Flash Q auto. That's the 4th shot damage as Fanboy going to be able to pick up another one. And PVE are striking hard and striking fast.
Yeah, Gurf, this is why I said to up those tokens, man. This is absolutely insane, and I feel like there was just an on switch there. It's like a solo. Oh, hold on once. Oh, okay.
Really good Spirit Refuge coming out from Voy. Haymaker is not going to be able to find his target. Budget is definitely being really antsy. He wants this come with Voy if he can get it, but
I'm sure Rivari didn't appreciate that taunt there with the little summoner either. Oh man. Or with the little icon that he threw up, a little thumbs up saying "Budget, you didn't kill me." But yeah, it just feels like there's a little on switch here, a little bit of solo queue action to where as soon as fights start happening throughout the map, or you know, in one lane, it just reverberates throughout the entire map here.
Is coming out here. Knuckle Down is not going to be able to find its target. He's going to land another auto there, and Haymaker is going to be used, but it looks like Voy is going to be able to walk right out of that one. He's going to top flash coming out from Budget. Don't know if maybe that was the right call there, but he does stay safe. Knuckle Down is going to be used once again. Facebook is going to be easy. He's going to land it!
Wow.
With the solo kill up top side, finally being able to find that kill. He's headed to mid lane. Dallas is down a level. He's going to use the abducted. It is going to land, but the Lunar Rush is going to be there from Astro Wave. Double Lunar Rush once again. Pressure Strike going to be a couple seconds down. Dallas is chasing for the kill. Double flash coming out there. W for the shooter is going to come up. One more auto. Astro Wave is going to be able to get it there, as the 3rd auto on Diana is nothing to wink about there, as it does so much damage.
The only thing that Dallas has there is the corruption potion. And he's going against someone who already has a kill, right? Already has a blasting wand at 40 additional HP. And on top of that, has the heal with the Conqueror. Doesn't have to wait for the 100 steps markup to get that heal addition. So that was just a losing fight there. It was pretty close, throwing him in to get that. Oh, we got to fight top.
Is going to be used once again. Spirit Refuge and make sure he doesn't take that much damage. Haymaker is going to do a lot of damage if he can land it, and he will not be able to as the taunt is going to go through. But we'll probably one more auto, and it will go off Budget, getting another solo kill onto Avaria there, as he's just underestimating the set damage.
Nothing to say there. I mean, it is great that he went up there to try to maybe get some CS and not let all this go to waste like we see. Oh, we do see the luck got picked up there. Oh, and got rooted.
W is going to be used from Toga. Make sure he doesn't take too much damage there. Luckily, Fanboy is going to be able to pick up the kill earlier into the game. Ooh, another Stefan is going to come off here. He's not going to be able to throw out the trap there, you know. Not just a little too far there, but Fanboy is not done here, as he's looking for maybe a 4-shot here. A really good trap coming out from Fanbooper there, making sure he can get a lot of damage onto Fanboy there. Pacemaker is not going to land, but Toga is going to be careful here. He was supposed to use the heal there. Fanbooper's heal, you know, about less than a minute. Not even less than a minute, about less than 30 seconds here before it comes up, so he's going to be feeling really safe on that one. And well, he's actually 2 levels down onto Budget here. He still does not have to stand united, which is what the Shin does want to get. It's a really big power spike cross map. Refuge is going to be used. Face Breaker's there. He's going to have to use the dash to get right out of town there, as he is just not able to really walk up to Budget here. Knuckle Down is going to be used and does get a grass pop there. And he is finding a lot of good small trades there and there to make sure Budget's health bar does stay low there. Dark Bind is going to lose Deadly Flush there. Light Binding! Captain Vines is going to be there. Heal's coming out. One more auto is not going to be able to find. Here comes BKC though. He is on the boss side of the map. He's looking to shadow Bamboo Guanarachi here. See if he can't get any type of possible kill here. But you have to be careful though, as Bamboo is very low here. Cleanse is also up for Fanboy. He is going down the long way, and looks like Fanboy and Protega maybe be able to sniff this one out here. Protega's gonna walk right to the punch. Kill is going to miss, but he's gonna flash into the Dark Binding, but the bouncing grenade will find Bamboo as he steps way too close to that one. He's gonna be able to dance right into that one, and he's gonna fall down as Oh my goodness, that looked like it could have been maybe a turning point over for Tigers, but Bamboo stepping too close, as Spacemaker is going to land to a body. Spacemaker not going to be able to dodge those damage. Haymaker not going to get the full damage out, but it will get the side damage there. And Rubai going for the Q, seeing if he can't get any type of damage as he's down 2 levels to budget here. And the PVE are not disappointing as Udi on the dragon 8 minutes in.
Yep, and I also wanted to point out before that Evelyn got that kill, there was pretty much nothing that PvE was losing on, whether it was lane CS or anything like that, besides that Evelyn. Evelyn had a really great going around that alcove way to go and secure that kill.
Once again, it is going to go into Rivari here. Haymaker is going to come out once again, but Rivari struggling so much against this, he's going to have to use the dash once again. And he is just not able to do anything in this lane.
Not at all. He just pushed against his whole tower, his tower the entire time. Also,
Spacemaker is going to use here for budget. What are you doing? He's looking for the showstopper. The Haymaker coming out and budget's on a killing spree.
I like how you asked what is budget doing. That's what budget's doing. Like, that is absolutely insane. Just
BKC is up in his top side though. He's gonna use the W there, get a little try back. Can he land it? It looks like BKC is gonna take his time onto that one. The Haymaker is up once again. He's actually not gonna fall down the last embrace, but the ward is gonna come out here. Budget is gonna fall down finally. They're coming over. Depth is actually gonna land out. Afterward, the Moonfall is there. Another Moonfall is there, but Ignite is coming out. Action Wave with a really good clutch strike, and Lunafall is coming too. And he's going to be able to find that one once again. This Diana's 3-0 into a matchup that he should actually struggle against.
Absolutely. And credit where it's due, VKC, that was a great rotation top to secure that kill. But just from an objective standpoint, 8 kills to 2. They're up by, 1.2 as far as the gold percentage goes. And they have the vision. You see the control wards that are in their inventory. Like, they're prepared. They're waiting for this late game here. And so far, so good.
Yep, and it does look like this Jin is going to get the stamp of approval from Mia, as that is a BF sword and a pickaxe coming out. So there's only one thing those 2 items build into, and that is the good old IE. So Glad Fanboy is going to pick that one up first. He's not going to lose the lead he has. Really good duck binding is going to come out from Raji, but
look at this
top side. Slingshot is going to make sure Rivari can't go anywhere. He's going to hop right over that wall. The blast gun is also here. He could juke them out, and looks like that's exactly what he's planning on doing. Can't find a temple. Little far out from really good bouncing, and actually gonna to land up to Bamboo. They're just gonna land on VKC. They know he's here. Good go, gonna find one more. It barely misses, but it's going to land onto Bamboo here. Roll the curtains out, but it's not done. VKC, he's throwing the curtains out to the side as he's not done. Dellafush is not gonna be able to find his Pakistani United is here as Rivari looking to see if he can't find anything for his team here. He does have the flash. He is going to use it, but can he get out of this fanboy? He's got the flash out of this one. VKC's too far to hit the charm there, but if you look down into the riverside, that is the Diana roaming over. VKC is going to be landed. Really good cut strike and a Moonfall is going to be there! A double! Moonfall is going to be a double kill going back to Evolve. He's the only one left alive. Quick strike is going to land. Base of Noho is going to be there, but it's going to be easily blocked by Action Wave as PVE defying expectations as they're looking to solidify this and they're not done once again. This team is not letting up. They know how good this team is, and that's Shelly into the top side here. This is going to be first tower going over to PVE, and Gamefinder Temple is going to be able to pick a couple gold for that, but Budget even more gold for himself as backs are going to be cancelled once again. Dellafush is going to use. It's going to land. Lightbind is going to be flashed away from the Bambooper, and that is another summoner down for the ADC, but it looks like Diana is finally going to call it a day. So is Patoga, maybe Fanboy here in a bit, as they're finally going to take the reset here after an incredible fight.
Yeah, Shelly also just went and got an entire hit at that secondary tower for that top lane. Set right now as Dallas has no idea where Astro Wave is. He's throwing up the question marks everywhere. So yeah, just straight domination so far. I really was worried about Pratoga and the Lux bot, just strictly because of that matchup and how it plays out, and the fact that Morgana has those the black shield. Hold on 1 second.
It's going to be landed. He's going to be there. Gamefinder Temple with the slingshot. Because he's also here to move ball, stealing away from the hijack from Dallas, but is not going to be able to find what he needs there. As actually was just way too ahead. at this point into the game, and Dallas is just not able to do anything.
Yep, guys, looking at the shop here, just look here. The Evelyn's the only one who has the runic echo.
Ooh, because
Everyone.
maybe looking for something here. He's
Yep.
gonna throw the charm out there. It is gonna be done charging there. It is gonna barely land onto the volley side, but you do no damage. As Ashwave gonna be able to take VKC to half health, but you will regen most of that up to 60% with his passive.
Absolutely. Oh, Seth's going back in.
Yep, once again, Facebreaker is going to be the knuckle down once again. Showstopper is there. Boboy is going to be very slow here. Looks like he might be able to get out of that one again. Haymaker's going to be used, but not going to be able to find his target. VKC is going to land the charm once again. Last Space is alive. Now stay with the TP. Last Space is going to be able to pick up that one. VKC has finally be able to find a second kill for him as he does have the Medjets for himself. He is throwing a huge risk here, but head to the mid lane as Astrowave going to almost be able to take this tower down. He's gotten so much gold, and it looks like, again, Gamefinder and Temple going to be able to take up another dragon as they're up 2 dragon objectives here, and up an absurd lead, about 5k gold.
Yeah, it is absurd, especially, guys, it's not even at the 15-minute mark yet. 2 drakes down, 12 to 3. My token investment looks good. Like, this is just awesome to see. Oh, really good black shield there by Arachi. But yeah, just going back real quick, if you look at the bides going across, not a lot of full build items yet going on for the side of the Tigers. PVE all across the board has full items besides that Lux, who actually did though get a Dark Seal, which I do think with how it's going is a pretty good investment. So
The funding is going to land, but not much is really going to be found there, and Tigers going to have to dig themselves out of a hole way too big than the shovel they dug it with here as... Again, Protoga and Fanboy not done here as they're waiting into the bush here. It is not warded. Bamboo and Arachi got to be very careful here. This is going to push maybe far enough for them to do something here. Labane is going to be the Black Shadow is there, but I don't think it's going to matter. Fanboy is on a rampage, and Protoga is going to get Dark Binded there, but it's not really going to matter here as this gen is just so far ahead.
oh, yep, sorry, I was completely muted there, but yeah, you're absolutely right there. I do want to point out, it looks like Budget's just kind of waiting on, and he can afford to. He's completely up by 20 on the CS lane, got 3 kills to Shen 0. Look at this fight bot with the...
As far as that could be able to find its target, but the abduct is going to be there. Dowsley, if he can't get another kill, Keaton is going to come out, head to the bot side. Force is going to be there. Action Wave, that is not where you want to little rush to, and Shutdown does go to Dallas. A little bit of a misplay coming out from Action Wave, but it is going to be Tower falling down onto the bot side. Gamefinder Tempo helping out with that one as they also pick up a kill onto Bamboo there. The Caitlyn is 0-4 into this matchup here, and like we said, whichever side gets really the first blood here is going to be able to pick up the overwhelming winning into this bot matchup. Budget is way past his side of the map here, and he is not taking. He did pick up the board first item. Dallas is roaming up onto the top to see if he can maybe get a kill here. Maybe if Budget can find this one, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Looks like Dallas taking a lot of damage here. Double Stop is going to come out, but no, the Kingsword is not even going to be there. Bro, he had to be really careful. He's going to throw up the Spirit Refuge to maybe cancel out the healing from Budget here. But just grab the flash right at that one. And Volley is also going to throw out the flash here. Budget, you have to get the hell out of town, man. But the Facemaker is going to be there. He does the Haymaker. It will not be enough, though, with Volley being able to throw at the skin of his teeth. But Gamefinder Tempo is here. But Rachi is also here. The Slingshot is going to come out. Gamefinder Tempo thrown out a little too wide here. But Fanboy is on his way up to the top side. Gamefinder Tempo all by himself. He does have the pass. If he doesn't, he's going to flash right out of that one. And I don't think there's not much you can really do here. TP is not up here. Final Spark is going to be thrown out, but we're probably going to be able to sniff that one out and be able to dodge right out of that one as an over-aggressiveness from PVE Esports is going to backfire. But here comes Astrowave. He's into the backside. He's going to go on to Bamboo. A lot of damage coming out. Bamboo could be forced to flash here. And Astrowave just so scary on this Diana.
Yeah, people need to download this game later and watch how Rivari did that placement to get away. Hold on, let's see if she gets caught.
Astrowave looking for something onto Dallas here, and VKC just does so much damage, and he's just able to, you know, be the light at the end of the tunnel for his team.
Yep, it does have 12 stacks already on the Magi, so that is really good as far as up, and we are hitting into a pause here. Alright, so we do get a minute to take a breather. Sheep, you get an opportunity to get the oxygen tank, right? So that
Oh
is great.
yeah.
We can all take a step back here, but I just want to point out that placement from Rivari on that top lane fight, he should have absolutely been dead for the most part. But he played everything well against Budget, and then when Budget dropped, and then Gayfinder Temple tried to come back, it was just disaster, just due to the placement and the way that he was able to take the bind in from Morgana, and then wait for the rest of his team to come up and then secure that kill. So there was no panic there, just a straight way to just secure that kill and get out of there. And even when the Diana showed up, unfortunately, she was not able to clean anything up because Bravari had already waited and the rest of the team was there. So just great job overall.
But I just got an update from the chat and from a lovely analyst after this game that Fanboy is Vapus. I did not know that. It is no wonder why this guy is just absolutely dominating this game, as Vapus is such a strong player into the Legends community here. But glad to know that. Could fix that up, real quick. Start calling him Vapus for the rest of the game. And
Mhm.
I mean, PVE still in the driver's seat on this one. They're up 2 dragons. They're up 3 towers. They're up 6 kills here, so they're definitely very very still comfortable into this game right now. As
Yeah.
VKC though, it's definitely gonna be very scary on this Evelyn. He has 12 stacks on the Magi. He's about halfway there, and he is going to be the one hope for Tigers here. But if he does end up falling, he's gonna lose those Magi stacks, and he's gonna be back right where he was before. And Shelly is gonna be started up for Tigers here, and it looks like it is gonna be sniffed out. Budget going for maybe a kill onto Dallas. Dallas gonna be able to walk right out of that one. Deadly Flash not gonna be deadly, as it's not gonna be able to find its target.
The only thing I think that needs to happen here, I mean, obviously the Tigers are trying to get some secured kills, get back in that gold fight, get some weapons on their bodies here. I really feel PvE needs to kind of take a step back and then utilize the power that they have. Just go for
Maybe look
objectives.
for an ambush here. VKC gonna go for
Aw,
Vapus here.
guys.
He's got to be able to flash right at the last embrace there. So that is Evelyn ult down, but Rivari could be the next target here. Moonfall is still up for Astrowave. Quick seconds to be used. Lunar Rush once again. He is being very greedy here. He does not want to use it, and it looks like maybe he could be able to pick up the kill without it, and that is exactly what's gonna happen. So we head back to the mid lane.
Look at PKC.
PKC's gonna be able to pick up the kill here, but it's Showstopper coming out. Vapor is very low. That's gonna be the next target. He's gonna use Showstopper. Double kill going over. Flash Moonfall's gonna be enough. Rachi is gonna go to here. VKC is gonna be binded there. Rachi is gonna be able to walk right out of that one. VKC, can he get out of this one alive? One more order for Toga. It will be there. Quite binding. It won't find its target there, as Rachi is the only one left alive, as he just witnessed slaughter as the rest of his team fell down there as Astrowave. Oh, wait, maybe it's not done here. Budget maybe looking for Vachi here. The binding is going to land, so it looks like he is going to be able to walk right out of that one. And like I was saying, Astrowave being so big onto this Diana, as he was able to find so much for his team. They're forcing the stopwatch over after Mirachi there. He does have the Zonias now, so he's going to be feeling very happy about that one at least. But it does not matter when the Diana is this far ahead. Even the small victories will be worth, as he was just able to almost single-handedly just win that fight for PvE. But really good light binding from Kutoka does set that up beautifully. A curtain call was really well done by Vapus there, but unfortunately VKC was able to stop it, being able to flash right over the wall, but it does end up spelling his doom later on, as he did not have to flash right out of that light binding from Potoga. So Potoga being able to get his ADC a little bit of justice there, as he's able to take down the Evelyn, but actually looking for Rivari here to prove that coming out. Moonfall is there. Rivari is so damn tanky, but he has no magic resist. Knight is going to come out here. No, I don't think Rivari is going to be able to survive. Astrowave is on a rampage, as he's just tearing through this game.
Yeah, you need to get a little bit of stack there for that magic resist, because even though the Lux is not going to be bringing that into the team fights that much, you do have a really fed and beefy Diana to concern yourself with. So very unfortunate there. He's probably just so we got it. Really good.
Dallas.
Yep,
Really
Dallas making moves. He's dancing. So yeah, that was just awesome right there. I really want to give a shout out there to VKC. Him being able to jump over the wall and end the curtain call from Fanboy was just awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And I just want to throw your attention over to the kills that Astrowave has. He has more than half KP and about exactly half the kills that
Exactly,
he
yes.
has. So you know, the kill's not as spread as evenly, but it does not matter as this gen does have the other. Ooh, wait, VKC maybe looking for something. Okay, find a tempo onto the side here. Maybe looking for a slingshot here. Budget is here. He's gonna throw the Borg onto Dallas, but Dallas is gonna be able to walk right out of that one with the help of Rachi with the Dark Binding.
Yep, looks like they're all grouping up here on the top side of the jungle, going to rotate towards that Diana. So Astro, Zach coming in to try to help.
Find the tempo's all by him, lonesome. Dallas is gonna be able to sting away the Let's Bounce from Gate Find a Temple there, but Gate Find a Temple still gonna be able to survive for that one. Actually, if you are by yourself, be very careful, man. He does snap the stopwatch. He can go golden if he wants to, but he's not gonna be able to. As Gate Find a Temple does, not where you want to be, but really good final spike is gonna be able to dodge away. Gate Find a Temple, can they keep him alive? VKC is gonna fall down here. There goes the stack. Rushing into the back line. St. United is going to be trying to kill Bambooper, and the showstopper is gonna be used onto a really good reaction times there. Apis gonna have to walk right out of this one. Dallas is by himself there. One more auto. Patuka gonna be able to pick up that one. And a really bad fight turned into a good one for PVE there as a really good engage first the TP flank coming out from Budget. And the reaction time on that showstopper being able to throw a volley right into the ADC as soon as the Stand United is complete. So bravo to him for having the reflexes for that.
Imagine thinking you're doing really well in a team fight just to see your main carry get raised into the air and eliminated onto your head. Like that's an ugly way to go out, but really good teleport rotation there. I was kind of thinking that was going to be a downer way to go just because Gayfinder had a really good engage to allow Diana to get that tower at that top, and then all of them just went in and had a horrible fight. Diana got deleted, Gayfinder got deleted. But as you saw, you know, with that persistence, here we go.
TP coming up for Dallas really wide! Fire Spike is going to be used on Patoga there, and a really good light bind is going to be though the deadly flourish! It is going to be deadly this time as Patoga's out of killing speed. Dallas is going to be found out by Budget here. He's going to run right into Vapus and Patoga here. Really good light bind is coming out. Slingshot coming up from Gate on the Temple! And he's going to be able to steal the ult away, but just long enough for him to fall down to Vapus once again. And they're just absolutely dominating here, and they are looking for the Baron play 23 minutes into the game. As, oh my goodness, PVE just able to find so much and be able to react so well to Tigers. And actually looking for something onto Richie here. Really good black shoes, make sure he's going to walk right out of that one. Astrowave not going to be feeling too bad about that one, but Rivali is going to maybe look for something here. He does have the no magic mantle here. He's going to be able to throw Astrowave towards his bot duo. But Astrowave going to be able to walk out of that one. He still has stasis ready, so he can go golden if he wants to. And Baron is going to be falling down to below half HP here. They do have two smites here with Vapus first shot and Gayfinder Temple smite. Looks like that he's going to go over to PVE, no problems there. So they're going to be able to find the final kill there. 300 gold riches for all of the members of PVE as they're just continuing to build up this very big gold lead.
I do want to point out that they VKC was picking out that Drake, so they are going to go down here and try to prevent the Soul Drake coming through for PVE. But we can see there's going to be a huge fight that happens here. This is going to get nasty.
Rivari is going to be late, but he does have the 10 United plus TP. Darkbind is going to use on Budget. The Dragon has not been started yet. This is Ocean Soul. If you do lose this one, you might as well just call it quits. Kunkar is going to come out onto Dallas here. Vapus is over the wall. He is going to have to flash right of that one. But Ravachi is going to get absolutely deleted. But he's going to be able to go golden with the stopwatch or the zone just there. But Game Finder Simple, make sure if you can't zone out the rest of the enemy team here. A flash coming out from Astrowave. Oh, wait, out to the backside. Looks like Vapus is going to go on the killing speed. Actually, it's going to be able to fight a counter eventually there, but it's going to be VKC onto the backside, and it is going to be Stand United coming out. Toka's going to land a really good dark binding here.
Diana.
Not to protect Gate by the Tempo. Double kill going over to Vapus here. Hook shot coming out from Vapus. It's going to be blocked by the Spirit Wave. 2 flash over the wall for Lavali. Couldn't call. It's going to be opened up. And Levi is going to be able to dodge right out of those two there. Full shot coming out is going to miss, but Budget, he is so strong here. Ace going over to PVE, and they could just end the game right here, right now. And that's exactly what they're going to be doing here, as they are going to take a game off the 8-0 team here. They are on, well and truly, the way to take down this giant of a team to solidify a spot for the playoffs here and hopefully to stop Tigers from breaking a record here. Looks like they want that record to stay open for maybe next split if they do run this roster back once again here, but it is going to be a showstopper coming up down. It's going to be to hijack that one. Looks like Vapors is going to be the target. He is going to go golden with the Zonias here, but it does switch to be used along with the Haymaker. He is going to fall down. Their budget is now unstoppable. VKC onto the side. See if he can't find anything here. But with that engage, Dallas sacrificing himself, he's going to buy a little more time for Tigers here as they're going to fall back on that one. Actually, he's going to get absolutely deleted by VKC there. And Dragon is still up. It looks like PVE is looking to maybe burst this one down, but it is going to be 4v4 and a TP coming up from Vari here. Looks like it might be a little too early there as he might get absolutely deleted here. He's going to be able to block that crit, but Vapors, I don't think it's going to matter. First shot does so much damage. And he's going to fall down here. About to get in. He's going to be able to pick up that one. Haymaker come out, make sure budget stays really healthy. We could find a spark there. Another crit coming out. Double kill over to Vapors. A triple kill for Vapors. Can he get the quad? He says it. No, he does not. Maybe one more. The deadly flash that could be able to find its target. Oh no, that is something that Jin really wanted. He wanted the 4 kills with the 4th shot. Maybe it's not too late. He's get unofficial quadra kill here. Looks like Dallas is going to be able to dash right out of that one. One more next until he's left alive. VKC down to one left line. Haymaker coming out here. And he's going to get absolutely deleted here. VKC is now down. Last box is there for Dallas if he needs to use it. But he's not going to be able to double kill over to budget as he's just been taking control of this game from minute 1 to minute 27. And it is going to be GG going out as Game Finder Tempo going to go throw a little touchdown there. Not even ruin his KDA because of the passive. And first game goes over to PVE with extreme fashion.
Just straight dominance. There were some flashes of attempts to come back there, but just dominance. They had dragon control. They had the vision. We pointed that out. I mean, the best that the enemy team here can do is that Morgana with 32. You see 46 on Protoga. And everyone else is in their high 20s. So just really good job on vision control, scouting out that Evelyn. But I will say VKC did absolutely amazing as far as his gank ability. But it just unfortunately wasn't enough, especially when you have a 1 in 11 Silas, as well as Bambooper just did not have that hot of a game, unfortunately. But there are some glimpses there for Tiger to be able to come back and make this an even series. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. Tigers have a little bit of hope there with VKC as he was able to pick up most of the team's kill there. He actually has more kills than every single one of his teammates combined there. So VKC, valiant effort there. He picked up the Medjais, hoping to maybe stack it up to 25 and just absolutely carry these later team fights. But it looks like he was able to get shut down there as PVE was just way too far ahead at that point into the game. As not a single lane loss. That's what baffles me the most about PVE here. You're going against an 8-0 team. You're going against a team that has won 8 times in a row, maybe looking to do 9 times in a row here. Be the first team ever to be perfect score coming into playoffs here, but not a single lane won here. Budget was able to win against Rovari, Ashwave against Dallas, and Vapus against Bambooper, and he had none of the members of PvE really had any issues. They did not show fear. They did not hesitate. They were the Tigers this time, as Tigers just not showing up for this game whatsoever. They're gonna have to go right back to the drawing board and hopefully, tie up the series 1-1 and maybe do a reverse sweep onto PvE here. But PvE, if they can do this one more time, they will make history here, especially in the minds of Tigers, as they are going to be able to shut down the perfect split here and be able to keep their playoffs hopes alive. But for the rest of that game, that amazing game, we're going to go ahead and send it over to Gurf on the Analyst X, as he's going to be able to break it down even more.
Gotta start somewhere, Gurf.
Welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Oh my god, what an upset. Holy crap. That was some impressive stuff coming out of PvE right off the bat. That set making the Shen's life absolute misery up in that top lane. And it just spiraled out of control from there. There really isn't too much to say about this one other than PvE was just the better team in this game. we saw VKC trying to hold this one together. We see, you know, him being the leader of those damage graphs on Tigers there. He found a couple sneaky plays and was able to take out Astro Wave and Vapus when they were lining up some big plays, but there wasn't much to be done. The Lux bindings were on point. Follow that up with the Jin CC and the amount of damage that was coming out of him. Astro Wave was just a freak of nature out there. Just insane to watch this PVE team come through. And really, it was the foundation of that set, getting ahead and essentially ending that lane very, very early. Big shout out too to Gayfinder Temple being able to pick up that Herald, being able to rotate top and making sure that the leads that they had in that early game did not go away and they continued to snowball, did not let up off the gas pedal. That is what you want to see from these teams. And PVE, knowing so much is on the line tonight, are here to win. They don't care if it's the first place team. They are here for some wins, and they show up in this first game. Guys, we're going to go on a quick break. While we are doing that, the poll is going to go live here for player of the game, so make sure to get your votes in there. That is live. You can see it up below. Oh, no, you can see it below me on the desk here. But when we come back, we'll announce our player of the game, and then we'll be getting into our second game of this best-of-3 series to see whether or not PVE is going to keep those playoff dreams alive, or if that first place team have something else to say about it. But we're going to have to see what happens when we get back here after the break. So guys, we'll see you in a few. I'm vibing. Guys, welcome back. What is up? It's your boy Gurf back again on the desk. Hope you're all having a fantastic and lovely evening. I know I am. I was losing my mind watching that last game, but we are still in this best of 3 series between PVE and Tigers in our last regular season week, night, whatever you want to call it, of the LAS Premade League. So a lot on the line. PVE, if they find a win here, their playoff dreams they're going to feel so much better about this if they're able to find a win here. But obviously Tigers want the win. They want that perfect record. It would feel so good to get that. So we'll see if the Tigers can get that back. Before we get moving on, guys, we got to announce our player of the game, and it's none other than Astrowave, aka Ivan, on that Diana. Holy moly, going 11-4-3, just blowing some bodies up on the Rift there. So really well done. Congratulations, Diana, and congratulations PVE on the win. So guys, this is a spicy freaking series. We're going to take a look at this right now. We got the standings up for you right now, but currently PVE leading this best of 3 1-0. Tigers need a win here. PVE looks so strong in that first game, but we'll see what happens with this when it comes to this draft, when it comes to what's going to be happening in terms of that attention in the top lane and that attention turned to Heralds. That's where PVE put their focus on this game, and that's where we need to see Tigers turn things around with that. But without any further ado, I'm going to pass it back on over to my beautiful, beautiful casters, Red Wheelbarrow and Awesome Sheep. Guys, take it away for us, eh?
Oh, you know it, Goof. I will surely take it away, Rap God Sheep, you know. Man,
I
that
wanna.
that game took a lot out of me, I'm not gonna lie. I was not
Mhm.
expecting PVE to throw down the gauntlet like that. They aren't messing around today. They want that playoff spot. They do not want to miss a chance to play these best of 5 series coming up. So the draft is going to be started here. 2 throwaway bans are going to be used for PVE, as they do have 2 E-subs here today. So they're going to lose out on 2 bans, but they were still able to take that game away, though, regardless of losing those 2 bans. So right on to them there, and Tiger's going to take away Vapus's gen. Definitely not a surprise there, as he absolutely stomped the bot lane, even though the Caitlyn Morgana is a really favorable matchup really into anyone. But the Zac is also going to be taken away, and the set once again going to be picked up. His budget is probably feeling really happy here, though, as they thought the Zac was a more important ban than the set, which I'm honestly very astonished about there. So maybe they were hoping that the set wasn't going to be picked first round and they were going to be able to pick it up the second round there, but Tigers maybe just falling a little short onto that prediction here, as now they are thinking very long and hard on what they want to pick here.
I don't know. I mean, just from a strategy standpoint, okay, we do have the Jinx picked up. I don't know how you don't think Seth's gonna get picked immediately. I mean, PVE had the 2 E-sub bans, right? So they don't have a lot to work with, and that Diana, you know, as great as that was in that last game, could pretty much be replaced by several other champions in his pool. Whereas the set is just a game changer there. I do like this change though for the Tigers, going with a hyper carry Jinx with that Lulu. Lulu did get a little bit of a couple nerfs, and my lord, Twitch. Okay, so just changing it up all around with the Rakan as well.
Twitch Rakan going to be going into the Jinx Lulu bot lane. Jinx Lulu does have a very strong lane, however Jinx does take a little bit of time to get going. So does Twitch, however, so looks like Vapus is going to match the hyper carry with even a stronger hyper carry, as I do believe Twitch does a lot more hyper carry potential than Jinx does. He's just so much strong, he has the ability to hit multiple members. Jinx does have the rocket, but it is not enough when you have the spray and pray with the Twitch that does go through multiple members there. He also does have the poison plus the contaminate, but it is going to be Kha'Zix going to be picked up for BKC. Once again, he is going to be on a carry here, and it is look like going to be the same bans coming up on Tigers. Most likely it is so far going to be the Fizz, and see if they're going to take away the Talon or the Akali. Nope, they're going to actually take out the Diana. So Fizz was the same ban but it was the first phase last time. But they're gonna go ahead and move it on to the second phase and gonna ban out Astrowave's Diana. Again, PvE gonna take away the Kassadin. See what they do plan on doing. If they plan on doing a repeat ban into the mid lane, but it looks like they possibly may be thinking of the Shen. They banned the Kled last time, and there it is once again. Maybe daring, maybe that hover was daring Tigers to go the Shen once again, as Budget just absolutely just ripped Rivari apart in that lane. And
Well,
we just did not get to play.
Yeah, and as it shows, like if it's not broke, you don't fix it. Where I mean, for Tigers, it was broke all across the board. There was no reason for them to allow that set to go into PVE's hand. But Kled is the definition of running it down. So he does have the ability of just quickly being able to attack with his ultimate. So it's great though to give them that Shen, because it was just complete domination. As we do see Mordekaiser is going to replace that Shen there in the top lane.
Yeah, Mordekaiser is definitely a very strong pick. However, I would still say the matchup is, I don't know, it's very hard and very dependable, because Seth can actually block the Mordekaiser Death Realm if he R's as soon as he R's, because Seth does become unstoppable during the showstopper there, so he actually can't block out the R from the Mordekaiser there, and PvE actually going to pick up the Echo here. Now, keep in mind, this Echo could, before we see this last pick, this Echo could be Echo Jungle. I don't expect it to be, because I haven't seen Gayfinder Temple on carries into the jungle as much, but it could very possibly be. But Astrowave definitely fits the playstyle of Echo very well, as he is very aggressive and likes to very take over games just by himself. Like, he doesn't like having a team. Well, I wouldn't say doesn't like having a team, but he feels comfortable enough to pretty much take a game over without needing a team, and Echo does that a really good job here, and that is going to be an Echo mid, as we do see the Jarvan jungle coming out for Gayfinder Temple. Once again, he's going to be put on a very early game and aggressive jungler, just like the Zac here, and Jarvan going to be able to do a lot more damage than the Zac is going to be able to do. He is going to lose the tankiness slash the sustainability, but he does have the Cataclysm to make up for that, as is a very, very strong ability, as the bot lane does not have any gap closers. So does the top or the mid here, as the Gallia is going to be picked up for Dallas here, as looking to maybe soften the blow against this Echo matchup here, and Tiger is just looking to just maybe try to outscale this game.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is the name of it for the Tigers. There's that whole outscale. However, I don't know how I feel with this as far as the comp that PvE has picked up. I think the pick potential that PvE has is definitely on their side, right? The Jarvan, the ability for Rakan to do the knockups, having no idea where the hell Twitch is coming from, not to mention Set being able to go directly into that backline and take out a carry. There's not a whole lot besides the Galio, and that's just, you know, extremely telegraphed. So besides that knockup from the Lulu, you don't really have a ton there. With that Kha'Zix though really being their only wild card in my opinion. So we'll kind of see how this plays out.
Yeah, I definitely do give the comp over to PvE here. They have the Echo, they have the Twitch. Echo is just very hard to really do anything when it comes to the later stages of the game. He can just get so strong, he can kite out, he can delete pretty much anybody here. They do have the Lulu to make the one-shot probability on your ADC or the Kha'Zix very low, but you still have to be really careful, as he can delete pretty much anybody in about half a second. And yes, I actually mean 0.5 seconds, 50 milliseconds, whatever you want to call it. As Echo can just be that strong. And you do have to be really careful to not give him the lead that he wants here. And Galio, definitely very good if you want to do soften the blow. But I wouldn't say it's really a lane you can really take over the lead over the Echo, especially if this Echo is Astrowave here. Astrowave showed how strong he was into the 1v1 here, and we saw that even into what I believe is a losing matchup, he was able to dominate the matchup beautifully without really any issues there, and that was without jungle help actually. So Astrowave gonna be, I would say, feeling really good into this, Echo does match his aggressive playstyle very well here, and we head down to the bot side with Vapus onto the Twitch. Twitch is just going to be sitting beautiful back, you know, back in the back line, scaling up there as, you know, does what Twitch does. Once he gets to about 1 to 2 item power spike, he presses R, presses spray and pray, and just lets it rip into the enemy team. But the predictions are opening up, ladies and gentlemen. So get your predictions in here, as I would say a little harder to gamble onto this one, as we do see PVE is ready to contend against Tigers here. So it's actually going to be a very, very big gamble this time, instead of just thinking Tigers is going to bring this one away. So this is going to be very interesting here. Let's see what people are going to plan on doing here.
I don't think it should be difficult at all, right? I mean, the entire composition, the entire first game, the entire series, if you will, is going against the Tigers. Yeah, they do have the ability of being able to say as of right now they're undefeated from that standpoint, but no, PVE all the way. I like their comp. I like the morale that they must have going into this game. And it's going to be great to see. I think everyone should just put it on to PVE and then give me 10% of your earnings. But yeah, I like it. No, Gurf, you're allowed to talk, my man. This is your show. This is just, I'm excited to see how this plays out. I like how someone had to give you a loan, by the way, so that you could... Yeah, right? Oh, that's interesting. So I'm talking to a ghost. But yeah, guys, overall, PvE all the way in my opinion. I would like to see what BKC can do on this Kha'Zix. He did have some really good ganking potential with that Evelyn. It's just every time he made a great play, everyone else on PvE was there to just pretty much delete the rest of that team. So it'll be great to see if he can get some potential follow-up there from Bambooper. Now, speaking of that bot lane, even without, bless you, yeah, even without the gank potential from either team, this Twitch and Rakan, especially in that first game when it was Jhin and Lux, they were just hitting everything, right? So it really is on Bambooper and Arachi to be able to kind of sidestep those skills, be able to see the lay of the land, get that CS, get that hyper carry going. Because they can't really rely on VKC to come down there all the time. He can't babysit bot lane, so we'll see how this plays out. I need to put in my tokens here. How much time do I have?
Oh, you have plenty of times to vote every single one of your tokens.
Can I do one at a time?
Oh, please, please no. I don't want to be stuck here.
Nah, it's all good. But one condition-wise, I do want to hear your opinion as far as the Tigers here. We know they lost that first game. They really didn't play well in the vision aspect there. That's just, you know, I mean, the stats don't lie as far as what they put down versus what PvE was able to get down across the map. So what is your win condition there for the Tigers to be able to bounce back and make this an even series?
Well, my biggest thing is don't get solo killed in every single lane. That's the #1 win condition. If you can go 10 minutes into the game without having more than 3 solo kills, then you're on your way to winning this game against PvE. Because last game, there was a solo kill in top, there was a solo kill in mid, and there was technically, if you want to call it a solo, but you know, 2 people, so a duo kill down into bot lane. So I would say it's definitely the big win condition for me for Tigers. They have to stem the bleeding as much as possible, especially because you have the Jinx Lulu. Chances of them just absolutely stomping a lane, next to none. Galio, chances of him stopping a lane, especially against an Echo, next to none. Mordekai's into the set. That is your volatile matchup, and I expect Gayfinder, Temple, and BKC to path towards to the top side and try to look to get either budget ahead or Rivalry ahead, because I would say not the only volatile matchup. I definitely do think Asteroid versus Dallas on the Galio and Echo are definitely a volatile matchup, but those are going to be, I would say, significantly harder to gank. Galio with the E being able to dash right out of the way, plus the taunt, and an Echo with parallel convergence, plus the phase dive here. And once again, didn't even get a chance to look at the mastery points here.
Not at all.
So fast.
Alright, we're loading up here. We're going to pause at 5 and then kick this off, guys.
Pause at 5. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, PVE Esports versus Tigers. And PVE Esports able to find the first game against Tigers in this best of 3 series. But Tigers looking to even up the scores here and to maybe looking for a reverse sweep to find their 9-0 perfect standings coming into the regular season, being the first ever team, like I said multiple times, to have a perfect season going into playoffs here. So Tigers definitely do not want to give this up just yet here. They have the potential to win this game, but they definitely have to be very careful to not give PVE any room to breathe, because we saw what happened with that last game as PVE was just able to absolutely dominate.
Absolutely. It looks like they're all kind of playing it safe here, not even coming down to try to drop a ward in early on the opposite sides of the jungle like they did in that first round. So just pretty even across the board here as far as play style. It does look like there is potential there at that top. No, he's just dancing, having fun. Yep, I'm kind of tired of Conqueror though. I don't like how like every single person has it. But I get it. I understand it overall. I do like the Guardians though on Pratoga. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, VKC actually bringing up the Conqueror on the Kha'Zix, so definitely doesn't give him the opportunity to build lethality, just like the Conqueror Talon mid, but it definitely does make lethality a lot less, you know, scary into the early stages of the game, but Conqueror does scale a lot better into the later stages of the game, so VKC making sure he plays according to how long the game could possibly be going, and Gay found a temple, maybe looking for a very early gank here, but he's going to be spotted out by this ward from Bamboo and Narachi put down here, but he does have the, you know, the spidey sense to be able to sniff that one out. Going to be able to start with the Oracle Extract, going to be able to pick up that ward here, so maybe looking for a repeat here. Ashwave going to get level 2 Stylus here, maybe looking for something possibly. Looks like he is going to be playing safe. He is not going to be as aggressive into this matchup as the last one. He is making sure that he plays it slow and methodically. He does not want to give up anything over to this Galio.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how Out looks like he's trying to make a play. Does get off his
Rachi
Q.
is only level 1 here. Really good double knock coming out. Exhaust is going to be used here. This supposed to be proc 2 more autos, and then it will be 6 stacks coming out onto Bear Booper. But it looks like Vapus is going to be walking out on that one. Guardian is going to proc, make sure he doesn't take that much damage there. Looks like it is going to be an exhaust coming out there. Ooh, Parallel Convergence coming up from Astro Wave. He's going to be able to get the shield, but the stun is not going to come out of Dallas. Taunt is going to be thrown out with the Strafe. Cannot resist. He's going to flash. He's trying to get away though. It looks like he is going to be able to get right out of that one. It's going to be a flash trade for both the mid laners here. Looks like he's going to start getting a really good phase dive. He's going to be able to dive right out of that one. And Astro Wave, whew, got to be a little careful there, man, as do not want to lose this lane. Pillar Convergence is going to be used once again though. Time under is there, and he's going to be able to walk out of that one. But Toga and Gayfinder Tempo is here. VKC is up on the top side. He's going to be able to take the gaunt away from Gayfinder Tempo. Actually, head to the top side. Budget gets Wavari here. Budget, can you do it once again here? But it does not look like that is the possibility. Haymaker coming out, going to do lots of damage there. It looks like the mallet is going to be thrown down onto Budget once again though, but it is going to be softened by the blow because the minions are there. VE2 going to come out. It's actually going to land! It's not coming out with the taunt, and Dallas, you do not have flash and first blood going over to Gayfinder Temple there. And those were both max range status effects. The EQ to Flag and Drag was max range, and the Parallel Convergence looks like it was max range too. So very unfortunate for Dallas there. He's going to be using Wavari to grab Budget right into his clutches. But he's going to be able to walk right out of that one. The base not going to be able to find its target onto Budget here. And Budget, not as strong looking into this game, but he is definitely not falling too short either.
Yeah, no, he's able to keep up with the CS. He's only down 3 right now, and he's got a minion wave coming towards him. But it is unfortunate just with the passive. Oh, let's see if Echo. Oh, barely. Yep. Oh, he is dragged in.
It's being used there. The mount is going to be thrown out there. Haymaker is there. Budget's going to be doing a lot of damage to Wavari, and Budget actually going to be able to take, I would say, the favorable trade into that one. Wavari does get the level up though, so he is going to have little more healthy there, but Budget is going to be able to match level up once again and is going to have the health advantage, but he does not have a potion. Bari still does. He's going to be able to pop that one. Facebreaker is going to be used. Haymaker, one more auto,
What is going
one
on?
and two. Smack, and Budget is going to be able to show his dominance once again, as Bari is going to be falling down into the dirt there. Actually, it's going to be used the phase dive. Aftershock is going to be used. Actually, if you are down a level, you got to be careful there. Dallas's magic shield isn't even going to be broken here. It looks like the bot duo from Fairbook and Richie are actually going to go over to this dragon here. Dallas is walking over too. He has the prio. Keep on the temple. Gonna be maybe looking for this here. He's gonna be able to sniff it out here. He does have a ward. He's gonna use the ward over. Can he go for the steal here? It looks like the taunt is gonna be used, but looks like he's not gonna be able to find it here. He's gonna go right over, but he's not gonna be able to find the steal here. Feel like a vision's coming over. This could be a 4-man stun, but it's only gonna be able to find two. Actually, does not have the corner pick, but a double man to knock up and a TP coming out. Oh, the Vapus is into the back line. They just have to be really careful. E coming out from Dallas there, but it looks like Vapus is gonna be able to flash right out of that one. So it looks like PVE not going to be able to find what they want there, but they are not going to fall down any of the members there. So they're definitely going to be feeling really happy about that one, as Avicii is going to use Flash, and a TP coming out with Volley. Budget is going to be able to save his. So PVE Esports still going to be able to find small victories there and there with that play.
Yeah, I mean, they are still up slightly over as far as like a 0.5 gold lead here, so they do have the advantage a little bit. It is...
Budget, he has almost... Oh, he does not! Taking so much damage, barely out of that one. Bavari now does hit level 6 here. He's going to use his W. W is going to fall off there. He's not going to use his shield, and Budget actually going to be able to pick up that local turret plating gold there, as he's going to be plus 160 gold richer, so that's going to make up for the CS deficit he does have against Rovari here, but he does have a major health advantage here. He also does have the execution is calling, so the healing is really low from Rovari. Facebreaker is going to be used once again. Here comes the showstopper. The Death Omen is not going to save you here, and the Haymaker is actually going to be able to block out of that one. He's going to pull him right through, but 1-2 knuckle down. Going to be able to barely walk out of that one, but a flash coming out, and Budget is going to put Rovari into the ground once again.
Yeah, there's nothing I mean, it's just a repeat of that first game. He's able to just time his abilities coming up perfectly. He's able to get that shield, and even though he missed hitting him with that shield, he was able to turn around and with that Conqueror healed up just a little bit to be able to secure that kill. Just wow, nothing I can really say to that.
I think this is really cool here. If you go over to Budget here, he's actually maxing his Q first. He knows he wants to fight with Vari. He knows he's going to constantly be fighting with Vari. So he's actually maxing Knuckle Down first instead of the usual Haymaker that most sets do go. So he is looking to absolutely just dumpster this lane, and Vari is now feeling the brunt of that, as again Vamp Scepter coming out from Budget, as this is going to be another board game coming out. K-Finder Temple is going to be able to spot a VKC, but K-Finder Temple, you got to be so careful, man. You are level down and you are about 1 hit range for VKC there, and you have to be really careful there. Night Pillar Convergence, there it is. Face dive is going to be interrupted though. Looks like Dallas is going to be able to walk right out of that one. Flash coming up from Fairbook to make sure he does not get knocked up by Protoga. And again, went to the top side. Budget is going to be able to throw out the Facemaker. He's going to be able to get the favorable trade once again onto Rovari there. But Rovari does have the flash advantage here, as Budget does not have his flash coming up in about 3 minutes here. So Rovari is going to be feeling very good about that one. See if Budget is going to be able to force that one out, but Budget does have the TP advantage here. We do see VKC onto the bot side here. He was not spotted by a wood just yet. There is a wood into that tri-bush, so if he does walk over that, he will get spotted, and the TP from Budget could be enough to deter this and maybe possibly win a dive if that is going to happen. Facebook once again is actually going to be able to land on that minion too. He's looking for the showstopper. He's not going to be able to find it, but he's going to be able to get a lot of damage onto Rovari once again here, and maybe looking for a solo kill. Rovari almost falls down there. Oh wait, a really good knockup is going to come up to Toga, but VKC is going to be spotted on the tri-bush ward. It is going to be K-Finder Temple onto the bot side. The Vapus is going to walk up, but Richie does not have level 6 on the Lulu yet. Level 6 is going to be onto Vapor on the Jinx though. Guardian is going to be procced out here. Spray and Pray is going to be used, but Bam Baby's going to walk out of that one. All coming out from Richie, see if they can't find anything up Toga. Zap is going to be dodged, and K-Finder Temple is here. He has level 6. He has over 1k HP. He's pretty tanky here. He has the Cinder Hook. The Immolate passive will destroy you if you're not careful, but it doesn't even look like Vampiro or Richie even want to step close in this lane.
No, not at all. I'm loving this this top fight as they go again.
Yep, once again, Budget does have the level lead here. We're looking for anything here. Who heads back to the bot side once again. Vapus is going to act as a launch pad for Patoka there, but Patoka not going to be able to find anything. Again, Mobile is going to try to go on to Budget. Once again, he's going to bring him right into the death zone, but here comes the showstopper plus the Haymaker. And Budget's on a killing spree once again. Vavari, what are you doing?
That's solo kills, by the way. I just want to point that out. Like 3 straight solo kills, no assists there that were needed. His executioner has just been absolutely fantastic to be able to negate that Conqueror and that shield heal up from Mordekaiser there. So just really good fighting. He's able to time it perfectly. The other thing I did want to point out as well is that we do have the full build now for the Hextech Protobelt is fully built, going against that Dallas as we look to get a fight here.
Yeah, Dragon is going to be up here. They do have a Dragon lead. They're trying to keep it up here. This is the only win condition. And Budget doesn't even have to use the TP. He's already down here. He's walking so aggressive. Dallas is going to use his dash. He already has that on cooldown for the next few seconds here. Ashwave is pushing the mid wave to try to get mid power here. And it's going to be a very large dance over to Drake here. They do know Budget is down here though, so they do know it is a 5v4. TP is not up for Rivari just yet, but he's going to be able to be alone down up in this top side, so he is going to be by himself, be able to catch himself up with the CS lead and possibly a couple of plates here. Dragon is going to be started here. TP is still not for Rivari. This is still a 5v4. Vakana is still going to be quite far away though. Looks like, ooh, a really good double facebreaker is going to land, but looks like the Haymaker is going to be used. A lot of damage coming out. Ashwave is going to go on to VKC, but the ult coming out of Lulu to make sure he stays alive. Down to the back line, he's all by himself here, but they're looking for a knockup. They're going to go right out to VKC here. TP is so down for a ball here. He's not going to be able to get a ton. Fire heal is going to be used. VKC to stay alive. They're looking for game by the tempo. He's going to fall down here, but so is VKC, and also going to be able to pick up a kill on Dallas. So it is going to be a kill advantage going over to PVE Esports. Richie is very low. He doesn't have his ultimate. Vampire does not have mana. No Super Mega Death Market. No sub. Same with the Richie. And they're going to have to concede this Drake while also losing the fight.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate with how that top lane has been playing out because they missed a key component there, and that was the ability to feel comfortable having Ravara down there in that team fight. Instead, he's taking plates here off that top tower, trying to recoup some of that lost gold there. But yeah, so overall, really great strategizing there for that bot lane fight, in the Dragon Pit, I mean. And the ability for Budget to then save his teleport when he walked over there, and he just used it to get back in lane, so.
Yep, TP is finally going to be used on Budget to make sure that he puts a stop to Rivali's solo laning here. You want to make sure he bullies Rivali as much as possible. And once again, Knuckle Down is going to be used, Face Breaker is going to be used, no stun is going to come out. He's going to try to pull him towards the tower. Looks like he's actually going to find a Haymaker coming out to make sure he doesn't take too much damage from the tower. But Rivali actually going to be able to take the good end of the trade there, but they're going to spot out VKC there, and he is going to look for a solo kill onto Budget, but the minion wave going to be able to protect the president on that one to be able to tank up that void spike from VKC. And Budget does take the wrong end of the trade onto that one, but regardless, he is still very far ahead, and he definitely did not want to get, you know, any types of cocky up to this top side, as Rivali definitely going to be feeling really good onto that one, but have to be really careful. RG is going to be caught out here by Gate by the Temple. Flash coming out. Knockup is still going to be used. Flame Choppers will be enough. I don't think it will. Spray Spray is going to be used, and Richie is going to sacrifice his ultimate to make sure his ADC walks out alive.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it's just a repeat of that last game where they're able to get this snowballing lead. They have the better comp there, and unfortunately, you do see some misplays happening here as we do get a tower, some hits there at the bot lane. Is he making a push?
Trying to do so much damage, but not really going to be able to do so much damage when you're as behind as you really are into this lane. He has not fallen though. He actually does have more CS up onto Vapus here for the time being, but he's not able to do that much. Jinx still does take a little bit of time to scale. He still doesn't have that E. He still needs about 300 more gold before he can pick it up on his next back there. So he almost does have it, but most likely Twitch getting very close to his.
Look it up here. Shelly.
going to be able to pick up the Shelly here, but he's going to be soloed. Showstop is going to be able to invite out of that one. He's going to jump right out here. It's just going to be his payload convergence. Is that going to be able to catch out Dallas? He's going to be able to force you to walk right out of that one. Dallas is going to see if he can throw the taunt. Astrowave going to be able to phase dive right out of that one, and sadly, Budget not going to be able to sniff that one out fast enough, but it is going to be a TP coming out from Lavari though, so they do force the summoner out from him with that play, and also they get rid of the ultimate from Dallas, as Hero's Entrance does have a very long cooldown, but then into the bot side here, Give Hunter Support is going to be spotted out by Vichy and Bamboo, Dallas is rotating over, but he's not going to be able to continue to chase here, as Kotoga and Astrowave are here, so they're going to be able to walk right out of that one.
Yep, and Rivari is now there at that top lane. He does not have the potential for a TP with Drake coming up in less than 2 minutes. So it looks like he is going to try to crush this down as fast as he can. He will be able to get it, actually, and he'll be able to go back there and buy up his items. But we do have Blade of the Ruin King completed.
Just going to go onto him. He's going to use Bork here. Budget does have the Bork completed here. Conquer is going to be procced on both sides here. A lot of damage coming out, but he's going to be able to pull him right away and the flash mallet to the ground, and it is not going to be able to find its target. Rivari trying to, you know, take down Budget here as he's finally feeling really good, as he does have the Bramble Vest plus the blasting rod, but Gay Finding Tipple is walking up here. You know he doesn't have the flash. Budget does not have the Showstopper, and the local extract is going to be able to...
What are you doing?
But the Black Dragon over the Cataclysm. Doing a lot of damage to Gay Find a Temple, and Gay Find a Temple is going to be really careful on this one. Budget is here, so they might be able to keep him alive here. Can he do it? He will be able to find the kill though, and Budget is going to be able to do a 1-2 punch onto him. He is now on a rampage. Protobig coming out into the mid lane. Dallas has the mana. VKC going to use the ultimate here, trying to catch up to Astrowave here, but he's not going to be able to find it.
Yeah, I mean, it is great that he was able to get a counter kill there off of Gay Finder Temple. He was trying to make that that gank. But you don't want to be giving kills to Budget, who absolutely destroyed everyone in the team fights in that first game, and he is pretty much just getting beefy, getting exactly the repeat of that first one, as we see here on bot lanes looking to try to maybe get into a fight, but also Budget is taking that top tower.
Yep, is going to be able to get right into the back line here. The camouflage is going to be used. Primorph coming out here, but it's not going to be enough to spam, spray, and pray. TP is going to be coming up from Dallas there. Vapus, they're going to get the hell out of here. Gay Finder Temple is on his way. A very short time coming up, but they're going to be able to eat up that dash. And Flag and Dragon is going to come over the wall. Shutdown going over to Bamboo here. And Tigers may have just found their way back into this game.
They may have. Gay Finder Temple got there just late, just a hair late. They are going to be able to rotate here and get this dragon, which is good. Their positioning and their awareness of the team fight.
House is going to try to delay Gay Finder Temple as much as possible. Looks like Astrowave did try to steal the dragon himself there, but he is going to have to flash over the wall, but VKC is going to be able to answer that one with the jump here, and PVE. Slow it down. You have a lead and you are throwing it away.
Yep, they're throwing it away.
Once again, Budget is going to go onto a volley. Once again, the Showstopper is going to be used. Half his HP before Budget even gets to a third. It is going to be pulled right to that one, but a really good Haymaker will find its target, and Budget is now unstoppable.
Yeah, that's not... Your win condition is not through Rafari right now, unfortunately. I really think, you know, getting those picks off with BKC, he does have a little bit of that bounty on his head with the 150G sitting there. So I would snowball through that, be able to get some picks off there. They do need to rotate though and kind of help Rivari get some CS back by getting a kill off a Budget or maybe forcing him into another lane. That's pretty much what I'd like to see here in the next, you know, 5 to 10 minutes here.
Yeah, definitely. Vapist, definitely gonna have to be really careful in these next upcoming fights. He has to make sure he can deal his damage without taking a hit himself, and Astrowave has to get into the back line, do as much damage as possible. He does have the proto belt, the wrist plus the blasting on. He has the ability to do quite a bit of damage. He has to be careful with the Richie though. Richie with the Lulu does have the potential to stop him out of damage. With Budget, you do not want to be here, man. You are so out of position here. The Maker is going to be used out, but VKC is building tank, and he's going to fall down over into the Mordekaiser. Rivari is going to be able to pick up the shutdown. He's now 650 gold richer, and that's exactly what Rivari wanted to find.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I was mentioning earlier. You got to start getting some picks with that Kha'Zix. I don't know what Budget was doing there. It just kind of seems like, especially A little bit of overconfidence there, you know, just with the stomping of that first game that they did. They think it's a repeat of that second already. It does look like that, but they need to slow it down. They're just pretty much giving away their lead for absolutely nothing. Because as they're dying, they're not getting anything back in return.
Something here. Flash is gonna come out for Bambupa, but the knock up is gonna land on Avicii. And he's taking a lot of damage there, but the Wild Growth is not going to be used, but it's going to be flashed both off from the support and ADC from Tigers here. Ashraf is going to find out VKC. They find the tempo is here. They're looking for a dive here. They find the tempo is not going to be spotted out by VKC with that control wood here, but there's going to be a numbers disadvantage. But here comes Dallas. He has the hero's entrance. I don't think PVE wants to fight this. They're going to go right over that wall there. VKC no longer has the gap closing ability to follow up. Super Mega Death Target is not going to be able to find his target, but Dallas is going to flash over. He's not going to be able to find the Tomba head to the top side of Vari again with the fight against Budget here. We'll be able to find it. Knuckle down is going to be used. 1, 2, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to throw them out to the ground. Hit like a Virgin is here. He's going to try to get over. Dallas is going to fall down here, but comes VKC. He has the Visa with his E there, and Vapus is going to be able to pick up a kill, but he's going to fall down to Bambupa instead. And Tigers are just letting this game just play out the way they want it. And again, VKC looking for something on the Premade. Voice Spike is here. He's going to flash right over, but looks like he's going to be able to hop right over once again with the reset. And VKC with the Bruiser Kazakh is going to be able to pick up a couple more gold for his team there as he's going to continue that chase there.
The main difference between that fight against Budget and Rivari is the fact that Leandri's Torment is now completed due to that pickoff when Budget was just roaming into the enemy jungle about 2-3 minutes ago. Like we called it out, he was in the wrong place for absolutely no reason. So that was the big difference there in that fight.
Looking for something once again from Rivari. He does not have the death run, but he does have the flash. He's going to flash over the wall, so it's going to be a summoner burn from Rivari there. Ash Wave getting very antsy. He wants to finish his Lich Bane. He wants to be able to one-shot this backline, but he does not have the items or the gold to do so.
Sitting on 2,400 gold, by the way, Rivari is.
He's going to be feeling really happy with this next back here. He's thinking about what to build here. It looks like he is going to go for the Zonias next as he does pick up the stopwatch plus the Seeker's Arm Guard.
Yep. Kazakhs, by the way, I do like this Bruiser build just against the team that he's going with. Or going against, I should say. It allows him to get those picks, also that sustain with that extra health with the Black Cleaver. So it's not straight DPS damage or assassin-like as you would normally expect, but I think it's a great twist. He's also sitting on 1,600 gold, so when he goes back, he could be able to hold on.
Budget gets to Rivari here. Budget is going to find him once again. He's going to try to fight, but here comes the hero's entrance. Budget's going to have to walk out of this one. The death bomb is up for Rivari, but here comes VKC. He's going to use the ultimate. He's going to try to go Budget. Turn Smite is there. Budget, I don't think he get out of this one, but he's going to use the showstopper. He does have the flash because I can be able to find it, but they did show VKC into the top side. A double TP is coming out. VKC is now roaming. This is going to be a 4v4 coming out. Rivari is going to use the death bomb onto Astro Wave here, and it's going to be a talk coming out to Poker Toga. He cannot resist, but he's going to W and hop right over the wall. Payload just comes out here. Astro Wave is going to be able to live right through that one, face that right over the wall, but it is going to be Drake Rights going over the Tigers.
Just really good patience there on the... Oh, hold on, he's not done. Oh, okay, he goes down and slams down that hammer. He's backing up though. No? Okay.
You can find a Temple possibly looking for somebody, but the Flag and Drag's not going to be able to find its target.
Twitch is it.
Out of position here, but here comes Patoga. Really clumped up on this one. Zonias is going to be coming out. He's going to go in as with Volley, but here comes Active into the back line. He did have TP, and I'm lucky he's going to fall down here. But Volley's going to be able to find a kill onto Patoga. Also a kill onto Vapus. Here comes VKC. Actually, we have to get out of time. He's going to use the code, but here comes Budget. He is here. A really good facemaker is going to find 3. Actually, must be really good. We have to kite out as much as possible. Haymaker is going to come out. They're looking for a kill onto VKC. Here, knuckle down. He's going to be able to find that kill. Dallas, he has to be really capable, but it is actually going to be Astro Wave that goes way too far over, and it is going to be an ace going over the Tigers.
Yeah, they're making me eat my words, and I'm kind of happy for that. It's nice to get a series here, especially with all the playoff implications that there are for PVE. I want to see PVE earn it, you know. I felt that that first game, honestly, like they did roll right over the Tigers, but it's really nice to see the Tigers be able to regroup and really kind of come back here. Especially, they lost that whole first, 15 minutes. And here we come Twitch.
That is not up. Neither is the Flash here, and he's looking for something onto Vapus, but he's gonna miss the mallet there. He's looking for a kill, and Shutdown Good is gonna go to Vapus. Oh my goodness. Bam! Boop of the Super Mega Death Rocket barely misses Vapus there, so very close getting a trade kill there, but that is going to be 800 gold going over to Twitch, and that is exactly what you want if you're a Tigers.
Yeah, now he's sitting. Yep, he's sitting already. He just came back from base and he had 1200 and he went and he was able to finish Hurricanes with that kill, right? So that's just more damage output, especially during those team fights. In his ultimate, being able to hit and shred people down. Obviously, I do feel his next item is going to be probably a little bit of some armor pen, but we'll see.
Yeah, it looks like he does have the pickaxe here, so it's either going to be the Lord Doms or the IE. I expect it to be the IE. I would say you kind of need that before you do get into the armor pin, as the 200, the extra 25% off the 200% crit that gives you. The IE is just so strong. It's pretty much by itself, it can count as an armor pin item with the extra 25% damage it does do. So it looks like he might pick that up first, but you never know. Could be the Lord Doms here.
And give it up to Bambooper and Ariashi, by the way. They are holding steady in the CS lead, even though this Twitch has more kills overall. It's not really against that bot lane. There's only 3 kills total in that bot lane for the Tigers. So this is a complete reversal of how they played in that first game. They've been able to step up and do their part, and it's not entirely on Rivari at that top lane trying to fight against the beefy budget. So it is good to see all of this kind of laid out evenly across the team.
Yeah, definitely. As it looks like Baron is going to be the next target here for Tigers, as they definitely want to close out this game. They do not want to give Astro Wave and Vapus time to scale. Rivari is into the back line here. Patoga could be the target here. He's going to be taunted here. He's going to be flame choppered. And it looks like he is going to fall down here. Dallas is now on a killing spree, and that is just textbook death push there, as they're going to go ahead and start up this Baron. Ooh, Budget could be the next target once again here. Haymaker is going to come out. He does have a showstopper. He is going to use it, but the cannons over the wall with Bambooper is going to gun him down. And PVE, not much hope for them at this point of the game, as they are 7k gold behind and about to be 8k once the Baron falls.
Well, I mean, if you go back and watch just the highlights of this, you can kind of see where they threw that game away. Budget, when they...
Okay.
There's no way.
He was gonna go for the steal.
I know, I'm gonna say there's no way. I mean, that would be insane, but yep, he does take a back seat there. They are gonna now rotate and try to get this Cloud Drake and prevent the soul, but it looks like Jinx and company are pretty much already heading down there as well. They'll be doing their Oracle lenses, being able to scope out all the vision. They are doing much better this game, by the way, on the vision. So I am glad to see them make those kind of changes that they need, make those in-between game adjustments, if you will.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely what Tigers was lacking into the first game, was that vision control. They're definitely doing a really good job onto this one. Although the kills do look even, the gold does not, and neither do the objectives, as they are up for tower. Tigers is up for towers, and they're also up 2 drakes here. So they're looking to pick up the soul here the next 8 seconds. Looks like PVE looking to probably contest onto this one. They're all on the round to the bot side here. If a miracle skill can come up from K by the tip, that'd be awesome, but he has 4 levels down to VKC. Looks like they are just going to give this one over. Maybe look for a pick onto Dallas here, but the knockup is not going to be able to be found on Pratoga here. And looks like they are just going to give that one over for free to Tigers.
Yeah, very unfortunate. They have the Cloud Soul now. Before they go into a massive fight, I don't think we're going to have time to really dive into something here. Nope, they're going to try to go for this Galio.
Yep. Dallas is going to be the target here, and knockup is going to be missed once again. Protobot going to help on that one, but Budget is not done just yet, but they do spot up VKC, and they're going to go ahead and call that one off. There's 3 members of Tigers onto the bot side. Vapid, Escape, Find a Temple, the only ones left to really defend this one. Baron is still up for another minute and 15. Vapus did win Invisible, and it is going to be a flag and drag over. Flash shots are coming up. Great by the Temple, looks for just here. Rivari is fine stuff. He's going to be going to the death on here. Which just come up. Rivari is going to be the target coming out here. Actually, the death one wasn't even there yet. It is actually going to be used for Vapus once again, or here, and he's going to be able to flash come out here, but he's going to take a lot of damage from the tower. Sure, he's going to be able to pick up that one, and Target trying to keep his top lane alive. Haymaker coming out, Bamboo taking a lot of damage there, but Richie making sure he stays alive on that one. Actually grabs the flash right on that one. Voice actually going to be dodged. welcome time under here is with Premade BKC, and this is going to be GG, as Tigers are not going to give you that win that easily, and they're going to be able to take up the second game here and tie the standings, and hopefully looking for a reverse sweep.
Yeah, just very unfortunate just because it was in PVE's hands, and they threw this game, you know, as a caster, you don't want to do any caster curses or anything like that, but you gotta call what you see. I mean, ultimately, we do have, you know, there was an attempt there for the fight there, but Budget was just invading into jungle, just seeing what he can scout and pick off, and they gave a really huge gold lead to Ravari, who was able to turn that into a Leandri's Torment, and then it was just over from there. Because once you have that extra ability to get the burns down, you have a little bit more health. It's over at that point. It got a little bit more AP as well with every other kill he's getting, and then they kept doing it for some reason. They kept just going into the jungle, kept getting picked off, and not playing towards their win conditions of just, you know, pushing the objectives. So, very unfortunate, but it is good because, hey, if PvE want to get into the playoffs, they have to earn it here, and now it's a winner-take-all. So, really excited to see what happens here in this Game 3.
Also, I want to point out that Budget was 5-0, and at the end of the game, he was 6-6. So he was only able to find one more kill, but died 6 times. And he actually died, I think he died once, got a kill, and then died 5 times in a row without getting another kill. So Budget definitely overestimating Ravari there. He was able to well, I was about to, you know, point over to Ravari's items, but then again, you look what he built right at the end there. He picked up an IE Essence Reaver, Berserker Goose, Cook of Agility, and a dagger. That is not what Ravari actually built into that game, but he built the early Ninja Tabbies, which wasn't quite enough, but once he got the Bramble Vest, Budget was finding it very hard to pick up a
Yes.
kill onto Ravari. I believe he got 1 kill once he got the Bramble Vest, but it was very close. But after that, once he got his like hunting guys or his blasting one, he was able to just, you know, tank it out and do enough damage to the point where Budget just was not able to do that much damage. And that's the issue with Set, is that a lot of his damage does come from the Haymaker, or less from the autos, even with the Knuckle Down, because that's just kind of like how his kit works. And if you cannot win the auto fight, especially against a Mordekaiser, you just aren't going to be able to win that one. But really nice try from Budget to keep that snowball rolling, but Ravari gonna be able to put a stop to that one real quick.
Yeah. Overall, VKC, in my opinion, is the winner of that game. Just the way that he was rotating, his build especially, is pretty unique there. It is pretty much the entire point is to scare you when you see him coming out of his ult, but knowing that he can just go back away and stay alive during those fights. So really good job overall getting Ravari the head, being able to push that top lane. I'm excited. Game 3, let's see what happens. I lost on my tokens, so now I'm poor. So we'll see what happens.
Very unfortunate for you, Red Bill. But before we get into Game 3 here, we're gonna send it over to Girth, the analyst, to break down the game even more. So GG's to both Tigers PVE. I'm very happy for the Game 3. See where it takes us.
Thank you, gentlemen, for a fantastic cast. And guys, we've got ourselves a series now. Now Tigers up a game. This one is tied 1-1. And you know, we saw something very similar to what was happening in the early game of game number 1 tonight. And that was, again, that top lane getting very much ahead, just purely based in solo kills, going 3-0 in this early game. But like our caster said, VKC making some nice rotations, setting up his team for success, making sure they were exactly at a point where they needed to be, was really great stuff from them. And of course, as I was talking with Ravens man in chat there too, all Tigers needed to do was sit back, let the PvE engage whenever they wanted, and allow the Jinx to scale. We saw that come through. The multiple TPs coming through on these Dragon takes, the Galio ulti coming through, the massive Jinx damage from that back line was exactly what the Tigers needed. And PvE just played right into their hand. Even though it was not looking good for Tigers in this early game, it went very well for Tigers as they just allowed themselves to scale, allowed PvE to play into them, and flip that switch immediately. And that's what we see from these really good teams who have that synergy, who have been playing together this entire split, or even longer than that, which we do see with a few of these players. It's that ability to, you know, flip that switch very fast and pull the trigger on committing to these multiple TPs, Galio ultis, all at once. And you need something like that to come through if you're going to pull off a comp like Tigers have. So very well executed by them. We still have one more game to go, guys, so you do not want to miss whatever is going to happen here is going to happen, because right now it's been an absolute insane series right now, and you're not going to want to miss this. Tigers, if they clutch a win here, that's a perfect season for them. But if PVE clutch a win here, then that's going to be putting them through to playoffs. So both teams, so much on the line, and it's all coming down to one game. Bruh, are you kidding me? This is insane. Absolutely insane. But we're going to have to find out who is taking this one when we come back. Don't forget to vote for player of the game. That poll is live right now. All you need to do is put vote and the player position after that. But guys, we're going to run a couple ads. When we come back, we're setting up for game number 3. And that is the final game here in this series. Who's going to take it? We don't know quite yet, but we'll have to see when we hop onto the Rift. Guys, I'll see you in a few minutes. Oh.
something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my fun land. I don't
Welcome back, guys. Chat, you're all crazy tonight. I do like seeing all the action going on there, but just pick a person for the love of God. Oh, anyways, welcome back, guys. It's your boy Gurf hosting this insane series we have on our hands tonight. Tigers picking up a win in game number 2, but there's still one more game left in this series. Oh my God, what a couple of games we got to see tonight. The tokens are going everywhere. There are tokens flying left and right. I think I got hit in the side of the head with one at some point. But Faithfully and I looking a little richer this time, all right? But without any further ado, we have to announce our player of the game. And again, like I said, chat, you're going crazy with this, but you voted, and it's none other than the top laner, the big Mordekaiser himself, Ravari, going 8-7-5 there. Having a bit of a rough early one, but coming back and showing how strong he can really be in these games. Congratulations, Ravari, and congratulations, Tigers, on that win. But we are not done yet. No, my friends, we are nowhere near done, because we still have one more game, like I mentioned, and so much on the line for both these teams. Tigers, if they find the win here, that's a perfect season for them, 9-0. However, PVE needs a win here or their playoff dreams are dashed. They're gone. Finito. So much on the line for these guys. I'm hyped to see what is going to happen on this, but I will now pass it back on over to our casters, because they're going to take it away and lead you through what is sure to be an exciting game number 3 here tonight, guys. So I hope you're all ready for this. I hope our casters are ready for this. I know our casters are ready for this, but they're going to lead things off now, and oh my God, guys, you're in for a treat.
Yeah, definitely for a treat onto this one. 1-1 Tigers and PVE. It is all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen, as oh my goodness, both the games. I mean, PVE just absolutely stomping the first game. It looked like maybe Tigers could have done some type of like magical turnaround towards the end of that game, but it did end up going over to PVE. But Tigers, the second game, down a lot into the early game, but they actually did pull out some magic this time and able to turn that one right around and be able to pick up a win. They're tying the series, so they're looking for the reverse sweep onto this one, hoping that they can shut down PVE's playoffs hopes and also be the first team, like I have to continue repeating, to ever have a perfect season going into playoffs.
It was so close, right? I mean, they almost had it, but unfortunately they saw the win conditions slipping away. We'll see what they can do here. Tigers pretty much across the board were able to take advantage of everything that was handed to them in that last game. They just, like chat pointed out, like Garth pointed out on the desk, just the ability of waiting for the items to come in for Jinx and team to be able to get in some really good fights there, which is fantastic. We do see the standard bans coming out, so we do have wow, just based off of that first game, getting rid of that Jen and that Zac.
We see this set once again. See, PvE is thinking about it this time, and then they go for it once again. They pick.
They do.
They have a 50% win rate against Tigers so far. 1 win, 1 loss. And Tigers looking like they're gonna pick up the Jinx again. Are they gonna go ahead for a Jinx Lulu? That's exactly what they're going to do. Is this gonna be a run back of the exact same comp? That would be absolutely amazing. I doubt it's going to happen, but we'll see what PvE is gonna have an answer again to this bot lane. Would love to see the Twitch again, but I don't think that's going to happen. Vapus definitely falling short into the previous game onto the Twitch, and it's mostly due to the fact that Lulu is so strong. But it is going to be a Leona Ezreal, so they can go ahead and stop the duplicate game going right then and there, nice and early. So Leona Ezreal can be very aggressive, but can also be very safe. Allows you to scale up, allows you to roam, allows you to pressure, pretty much everywhere and anywhere that you want to. So definitely, I do like the Ezreal Leona pick going into this, and it looks like Tigers are not done duplicating, as they're gonna go ahead and pick up Kha'Zix once again for VKC.
The only change I would make out of Tiger's comp from that last game is the Galio mid. I think everything else was perfect. So we'll see what happens here, obviously.
Galio
Uh,
is banned.
Wow, okay. See, I don't think it was that effective. It's not something that I really would have cared to have banned out even. I would have expected Tigers to go ahead and pick him up again. So it is interesting that they banned that out. Would you see the Diana just based off of how well that was played in that first game? So it's very understandable there. Let's see what the final ban is. Mordekaiser, that definitely is understandable. So they are giving away that Shen, right? We'll see if they pick that.
Or Kled, because Kled was also the other band,
That's
but it's
right.
going to be Vlad coming out here. So once again, it is going to be Tigers going for the late game scaling. They're looking to team fight. They're looking to be playing like they are the better team here instead of just going for the early game. So we'll see if PVE is going to go straight early and try to throw the snowball, or if they're going to go match the scaling that Tigers has here and see if they can't just out team fight them later stages of the game. But it's going to be 20 seconds left, and I'm very excited to see what Astro Wave and Gayfinder attempt will pick here. Ooh,
What?
the Zen Zhao. Okay. So
That's new, right?
I definitely haven't seen Gayfinder Temple on the Zen Zhao too often, but Zen Zhao is definitely a very strong pick. He has the early game, he has the mid game. Hell, he even has a little bit of later stages of the game. He's a really good duelist, he's a really good team fighter, he's a really good ganker at the same time. His R just makes it so he doesn't die. Like if anyone goes on him, if everyone just tries to dogpile him, he just presses R, everyone pushes away, and he just doesn't die unless you're within his circle there. So definitely very surprising to see and very experimental, but
It
see
is.
what Astro Wave is gonna bring out here. It's gonna go a little over the time here, way over the time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is going to be the Talon pick. Okay. 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 Oh my goodness. I have so many issues with PVE's draft here. I liked the Leona Ezreal. You play safe. You're not looking to win lane, but you play safe. You can look to play aggressive with the Zen Zhao, but you go for the Zen Zhao there, and you just pick the Talon right after that. They have no AP. They have 0 AP in this game. The only AP they have is the Ezreal, and I guess the
He
Leona.
could go AP build. I mean, I know that's not ideal, but if you get like Leandries or something like that to go with your Manamune to get that extra AD attack, it is possible. But I agree with you completely. I don't really care for the set, you know, Blade of the Ruin King, stuff like that, so there's not really much AD output there. It's pretty much all, or not AP, I mean, it's all with that Zen, and you have that hard engage with the Talon. So yeah, I agree, I don't know what's going on here, but I mean, I've seen worse, as far as like what my expectations are compared to what the strategies play out and what they look like. For example, I thought that last game was just clearly over for the Tigers after that first 10 minutes. So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, they have engaged, right? Leona's able to get in there. They have the ability for Talon to get in there as well. Set can reach that back line. There's just no AP. They can go straight armor with the Tigers and win it. So we'll see.
Yeah, definitely not the position you want to be in for PVE. If they were still up a game and then it is currently 1-0 and this is a throwaway game, then I guess I can give it to them. Maybe they're trying something spicy, but this is a do or die. You lose this game, you don't go to playoffs. So definitely, I don't know. I just don't see PVE bringing this one up. I had my doubts for the first game, even more now, but we'll see if PVE can somehow make this work here, but I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, exactly. And just to point out, there were some questions in the chat as far as like positioning and stuff like that. I know Vladimir is going top just based off of the pick and bans within the client here, so it does look like we do have Vladimir versus Set in that top lane. This Kha'Zix though, I gotta say, I don't even think he needs to go that bruiser route. I loved how it looked in that first game with him, or the second, I should say. But he could easily, with how squishy this team is, just dive in and get rid of folks like the Talon, as well as their ADC and their support, or not the Leona at least, but at least that Ezreal. So just really good comps overall. Man, this Malphite. That
I just don't know what PVE can do. I have one game since solo queue where I've had an all AD comp. The only possible way that I think you can win this is if you just absolutely stomp early game and just take the game away. That's the only way I see it. But predictions are going to be opening here, guys. Go ahead and vote for what team, or bet for what team you think gonna win. If I was a betters guy, I would definitely go over for Tigers on this one. That is just my personal opinion, but I just don't think PVE has the comp to take this game.
I'm trying to think of really what the win condition overall could be, and it's just budget has been doing really well. If you can get him ahead, that would be great. But unfortunately, with the Vladimir and the ability to just heal up for days with his Q, I just don't see it there with that set. I also don't see how the Xin Zhao really plays into anything with this comp. Just unfortunately, I mean, unless you just go straight armor pen, you're not getting through this Malphite. The Lulu can help kite for for days. So I'm really confused about this. But like I said, maybe I don't know. We'll see. Oh man, let me see what kind of tokens I got, guys. I'm gonna make a really horrible bet here. Let's see.
We're gonna put everything onto PVE and just hope and pray that they win.
Yeah, I have 3,782 tokens, boys. Here we go. All right. Play. 2,000. Wait.
You wouldn't do it, real girl. You wouldn't do it.
3,782. Yeah. Gotta make my money back. You know, like when you go to the roulette table and you put it all on 13 and it hits and you're really happy, and then you just end up blowing it all because you put it on the triples or the double green 0, and you think that the payout's going to be a million times better, but you don't realize the odds of hitting that are astronomically low, and then you cry you can't pay your mortgage. And okay, so alright, so we have the play 3782 PVE, baby. Come on, baby, let's do this.
Oh my goodness, you are a very, very, very heavy better, bro. I think you might have an addiction here. You are definitely going against the odds onto this one. But I'm praying PVE wins this. I am praying that they win this. They had such a strong showing in the first game. The early game, the second game was so strong. They fell off when it came to the later stages. Maybe they can do the same thing here. They have an early game comp, and it's built around the early game. They can maybe hopefully take this away, but oh man, I look at these comps and I just don't see it happening.
Oh, I put it in wrong. Here we go, boys. Alright. My prediction is in. I think PVE is going to take it. They had really, really good... oh, there we go. Perfect. I mean, we've seen crazier things happen. We thought overall this was just going to be an easy series for the Tigers. Now, obviously, for that second game, it did turn out to play out that way. Their PVE can absolutely come back and make this a really, really good final game, and that undefeated streak. Man, I'm excited. The spectator delay needs to end. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's get right into it. Starting to get a little impatient here. Something we don't have to worry about if you were into the LCS, LEC, LCK, whatever you want to call it. Definitely do not have to worry about those delays there, but... Whew. I don't know about this game. It's just, I'm hoping for PVE, but Tigers.
And guys, Malphite, Arcane Comet. If this is an AP Malphite,
This is AP Rock.
It looks like AP Rock. I don't know why you would go Arcane Comment unless you're just trolling for a little bit. But I'm telling you, full AP Malphite would delete half this team in an instant. So, that would be incredible.
Definitely would be pretty squishy though, which would be good. Kind of good.
Alright, we're getting in here, guys. We're going to pause at 5, and then we're going to get into the final game to see if PVE has a shot of getting into the playoffs. You all can't hear it, but Gurf is, he's chuckling. He's nervous. He's scared. He's excited. I can't wait. Here we go. We're loading into the game. Going to pause at 5.
Pause that 5. Alright, we're not messing around here. PVE versus Tigers 1-1. Tigers looking to take the reverse sweep over on PVE as they just absolutely dominated the first game. Oh my gosh, why do you guys gotta ruin my hype by pausing the game? These teams are trolling me. Let me say that. Hopefully this will be a quick pause as it looks like maybe the teams are gonna be ready here soon. Looks like PVE looks like it is gonna take a little bit of a break themselves, taking advantage of that pause time most likely. But oh boy, 1-1, and oh my goodness, what is happening here? All right, we had an R check coming out from one team. The other team actually unpaused it, so that's a little. I don't know if that's about there. And it looks like we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty with the spectator. Is that happening for you, Edward Bill? Pause that 25.
Yes.
Alright, looks like the spectator client is taking their little heyday off, and everything's just ruining my hype. What can I say?
Don't.
Like I was saying, PVE versus Tigers, 1-1. Tigers taking the second game of PVE takes the first. Looks like Tigers are looking to reverse sweep, being the first team to have a perfect season going into playoffs. PVE trying to keep their playoffs hopes alive. This is it. It's do or die, as PVE are gonna have to use their early game aggressiveness to hopefully take this game away. But with the comp that they are running, it is going to be very hard. They're going to have to be fast, they're going to have to hit hard, and they're going to have to be ready to react to anything that Tigers throws at them.
Just to point out right away, before we kind of get into the game here, we do have some interesting summoner spells across. We do have an exhaust on that Ezreal in that bot lane. So there is no heal, there is no quick way besides their flashes. To add a little bit of that movement speed is also a little bit of that sustain is needed. Yes, you do have the ability with that Leona and the Rylix shield to be able to give a small sliver of health back, right? Some HP. But unfortunately they don't have it compared to Bamboo, where he did come with that heal. So we'll see how this plays out here. I'm excited though. This is going to be very interesting.
And I just realized this, but it's actually Budget going down into the mid lane, and Ashrave's actually going top against Devari onto the Vlad here. It's a little bit of a positional switch, giving a little bit more of a favorable matchup and for the Talon, and I would say an okay matchup for Budget on this. I feel like Set would do pretty okay into the Malphite here, but Malphite is going to be able to hit level 2 here. Budget is going to take so much damage, but Find the Temple is going to go down to the boss side here, and he did not bring Q level 2, so he's going to throw the W out, not going to be able to get much, but he will get the flash off of Bamboo there, so it looks like it is going to be something for PvE there. So they are striking hard, they are striking fast like they need to, but still not going to be able to find a kill.
Yeah, I know he did start with the Dorians. Oh, well, hold on. Look at that damage output. We do have Zenzel coming in.
Yep, once again, Find the Temple is going to go into Dallas. He does have the flash ready, but just be careful. Dallas is going to be forced to flash. BKC is on the other side. Find the Temple does not know this. Asher Raven to the top side is going to get a really favorable trade into Wafari here. So looks like Asher Raven is going to be feeling really comfortable into this matchup. So there's something good, at least for PvE there. It is 2 stums off the mid and the ADC on Tigers for the flash there. So like I said, PvE is striking hard and fast. They're definitely not letting up into this one. They definitely know their win con and they're trying to stick to it.
Yep, and we're gonna see right now, you're gonna notice Gamefinder Temple just realizing that, that blue side is, pretty much stolen away from him. I don't know if you noticed that VKC was over there or not. I didn't see the vision, cone kind of go over that way. But regardless that it's gone, he is gonna miss out there on a little bit of that jungle clear. And we do have, some really good, vision placement here as far as, who is it now? Astrowave, who went top. He went down to make sure that they weren't trying to fight for Scuttle or anything like that. And it looks like Scuttle for the bottom lane is going to be picked up. But overall, pretty slow start. Once the fights happen, though, we know it's going to go crazy because it seems that they all decide to just fight at the same time across all 3 lanes. So.
Yep. BKC is taking Gamefinder Temple's Raptors once again. Budget trying to walk up to Dallas here, but you are down a level. He does get the level in the middle of that though. BKC does have the flank here, so he does have to be really careful. Budget, you have no idea yet, but you don't know, but you're going to be in a really bad position. A flash coming out. Voice back is going to land. BKC, really good positioning, taking the Raptors, and looks like Ashraf is going to go for a poke onto Lavar here. Pool is going to be used there to make sure softens the blow against Ashraf as much as possible. One more auto will proc the bleed, but is not going to be able to find it. Ashraf is going to go in. Nullifying Mob is going to be proc. Lavar does have the level advantage now. Ashraf got to be really careful here.
He does have the ignite though that he could absolutely use.
Okay, maybe looking something onto the bot side. Your heal is going to be used from Bamboo, but he now has no more summoners, so gonna be able to proc both the summoners off the Tigers ADC, so at least there's something, give a little bit more of an easier chance to win this bot lane for Vapus and to protect.
There's the ignite!
Oh my goodness, first bot gonna go over, but he is gonna be landed onto Gamefinder Temple. He just needs one more, and he's gonna be able to knock him. He doesn't have any flash here. It is gonna be picked up by Vapus here, and 2 kills going over to PVE in the span of a few seconds, and this is exactly what they need.
Absolutely. It was great to make that switch. Oh, hold on here.
Comes out here. The really big haste that's coming out. Ashraf just getting over to the wall. Flash is up for Ravari. There we go over. He will ward it over, but he is not going to flash over. That is going to be TP out from Ravari there. It's not going to be able to pick that one up, but he's not going to bleed as much CS or gold or XP or that much CS either. So he's going to be still feeling good about that TP, but Ashraf's still going to be able to get out of that one alive. Going back, picking up a time mat and a longsword.
Yep, so you got even more damage output, more effectiveness there for when his passive and that bleed hits. I did love the ability of using that ignite. It does not allow that Q or anything like that for Ravari to even be used as effectively as it normally does. But he didn't even have a chance to even attempt any of that because of just how well executed that fight was there. So really good job on the lane switch. It's really paying off right now for PVE.
Yeah, I'm honestly so glad that they did that. They show that they are just they know what they're doing. They know that Budget is gonna have an easier time into Dallas onto the Malphite, and Talon is gonna have an easier time into the Vlad than obviously compared to the Malphite there. So definitely really good macro decision there. This is going to be a wave pushing into Asher, so you just have to be careful to not walk up too far. Dallas now hits level 6, he does have an unstoppable force here, but he's trying to get as much damage as possible. Haymaker is going to come out, he is going to win that trade. Actually, looking for a trade onto Ravari, he's going to take almost half his HP there. Actually, going to win that side of the trade once again here. But Vlada is just going to be able to heal that one right back up. Ashraf now has the level advantage, but Token maybe for look something onto Dallas here. He's going to go right with all, but he does have a unstoppable force. That's exactly what he's going to use. So he's going to be all off of Dallas there. The Malphite is not going to have it, so at least they get that ultimate away there. Maybe possibly looking for this dragon here since they do not have that very high impactful ability, and the showstopper is still up for Budget. Also, Flash from Dallas is still down for about 20 seconds. VKC maybe looking for something here, but he's not really going to be able to do much there. Then some force is not there. VKC can jump over, but he is not. He's going to decide not to do so. He's going to be walking towards this boss side. Gamefinder Temple is onto this first dragon game. It is going to be a mountain dragon, but Budget is going to roam down to VKC. I don't even think he knows this is a possibility. Hextech Flash is going to go right over the wall. Extra wave going to try to get a poke onto Ravari here. He's going to be able to throw the transfusion. Now he's actually invisible. He does not have the pull anymore. Can actually get onto him. The bleed is going to come out, but I don't think it's going to be enough damage. But he's going to walk right back in, but it looks like it's not going to be enough. It is going to, Dragon is going to go over to Gatefinder Temple. VKC is 2 levels up. Tyler's gonna Game Fighter Temple is gonna try his best to pick up a kill onto BKC. He does have the flash, but he's not gonna be able to use it. He's gonna hop up the wall. Ignite will be enough. Yes, it will. The top is gonna be there. Flashes up for Dallas, but he's not unstoppable force. Will he get out of this one alive? Hit to the top side. Oh, we're gonna have right back to the boss side. Really gets into play. He's gonna land on Babe Booper. He does have the flash up if he needs to. Budget is on his way. So he's trying to do this best. He's gonna land a stun. He's gonna have to flash right out of this one. Can he get out? Yes, he can. Really good flash coming out, but Vapus is not done just yet. A really good Mystic Shock is going to land. He's going to be able to pick up a kill there, and really well done by Vapus.
Yep, and almost a 20 CS lead as well by Vapus there. So he's ahead in all aspects. He's 2 kills up. So it looks like they are kind of faltering a bit, Bambooper and Archie, as far as the ability to kind of hold off their own and wait till that late game like they did in game 2. So hopefully they can kind of slow it down there. They need to get these other lanes a chance to get some CS and get some items.
Execute here. I think he thought he was actually caught out of position here, but it actually did not look like PVE really gonna chase him down there. So he is gonna bleed some extra time onto the map because of that. So small victory going over to PVE there.
Yeah, it is small, but as you can see there, looking at the set here with Budget, he is definitely winning there in the CS category as well. He does have that magic resist. I would like to see what Dallas is going to be building overall. It does look like he is going for the, what is it, the Abysmal Scepter? Is that what it's called? So it does look like that's possibly what he's going to be building into first.
Yeah, definitely. And look into the itemization for Astrowave. He does have the Serrated Dirk now, so he's going to be doing a lot of damage to Avari if he is not careful. Avari does have the Cloth Armor. He is backing off here, but he's actually going to cancel his back. He's going to be able to spot Astrowave here. Budget going to be very aggressive onto Dallas here. The Face Breaker is not going to land. Dallas is going to see that time to walk in. He does use the Thunderclap, the Haymaker coming out, but Dallas is going to be able to walk right out of that one. BKC is on his way, and Unstoppable Force is ready. But he's just way too far and out of the danger zone for that one. BKC is going to be most likely spotted by K-Find the Temple. K-Find the Temple just hit level 6. BKC, you got to be so careful here, man. He's going to hop right over that wall. Max distance hop out. With a pre-evolved E for Kha'Zix there, so make sure he stays right out of the danger zone of that one. He did have ult and a flash ready just in case. TKC maybe looking for something on K-Find the Temple. He's going to use his other. Dallas is on his way. K-Find the Temple going to try to walk away. He does have his ult. Can he get it off? He looks like he's not even going to throw it out there. It looks like he's just going to accept his death, save the cooldown. That's very unfortunate, but it is going to be a flash off Dallas plus his ultimate.
Yeah, and then on top of that, oh, hold on here, we gotta fight mid.
Budget is gonna go onto Dallas again, like he is so aggressive here. Haymaker is up, he's gonna try to get it off on Dallas. Dallas gonna be able to walk right out of that one. Astrowave actually heading down to the mid lane here. He may be looking for a kill. Dallas doesn't have that much mana, but he is gonna be able to throw the seismic shot and walk right out of that one. Budget maybe giving that one away way too much, but looks like Astrowave not going to burn too much time there as he's going to be able to walk right back up. Uvari does not have the pushing power just yet to put it onto the tower.
No, and the Manamune is fully built now on that Ezreal, so just by, you know, expending some attacks out from top
He's going to hop right over. One more auto for the bleed. It's not going to go out, but the pool is down. So Astrowave's going to be able to track that timer, and Uvari going to have to play very safe until that is back up.
He does have his Ignite, though, so he is able to kind of go in and make a play there.
Confusion is here. He's not going to land. He doesn't get slowed again. Maybe looking for the solo kill here. Once again, he is going to throw the ult and the Ignite. And Uvari is most likely going to fall down. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough. Astrowave, another solo kill over to Uvari here. And that is 2 kills for the Talon top.
Yeah, that is really good.
Facebreaker is going to land on the Dallas. He does not have his ultimate up. He has no mana left. Facebreaker is going to be used. Dallas is going to be taking about 3rd HP. VKC is heading to the top lane. See if he can't get anything onto Astrowave, possibly. I'd say you have to be very careful. This Talon is not about to die. He still has flash up. He can outboost you. Astrowave is actually sitting on a ward there. He actually is going to be TP'd on. Can he actually get out of this alive? I don't think that's going to happen. Oh no, Astrowave! Little too greedy there, my friend, as you do fall down there. Cloudric is spawning here in a minute. VKC did show topside, so looks like they are going to try to force this one here. Dallas does have his Unstoppable Force coming up, but his flash is still down. The bot lane reset it. I think they're just going to give this one up and go over and take the field.
Bamboo burns down by 40 CS, by the way, against his lane counterpart. And then on top of that, VKC, though, does make up for it for his team. He is up 30 CS as well. So it looks like, unfortunately, Gatefinder Temple is not really to make the early progress that he was probably expecting, as we do see a potential fight here mid, but no, it looks like Dallas is going to back off.
I feel
so-
that you're gonna be able to find BKC here. You might be able to maybe pick up a summoner or something here, but he's gonna be able to walk right out of that one. He's gonna be able to spot him up onto that one. Dallas is rotating over onto the Malphite. Ashwave must be so careful. Looks like Ashwave may be looking for something of BKC. He has to be so careful. He's gonna fight into the Malphite though. Astro Wave. Man, you gotta be so careful. You don't know where the rock is. You gotta play like you don't. And he is going to fall down once again, and his lead is now thrown. That is not what you want to see at all.
No, I'd like to kind of see what the cons were on that to see if Budget had by chance called that out. But also, as you see, Budget is down there towards the bot lane, so it's not like he could really even pay attention and call that out. That Dallas is probably roaming, unfortunately. But it looks like they are going to make a hard push here for this bot tower, and they'll be able to kind of answer in kind to the top tower that just got taken from them. So
Budget was standing on a ward there, so probably bleeding a little extra time. We're actually going to go on to Avari here. He did miss his W, but right over the wrong side. He's got the flash over, but the Hemo Plague will be enough. The build Cutlass is going to be there, but it is not going to matter. His Seismic Shard is going to be too much, and oh my goodness. I can't say that I can't say that I'm not tilted that Ashwave has died 3 times in a row. But I'm going to say it. I am very tilted that Astro Wave has died 3 times in a row to something like that. Very unfortunate. He's just being way too aggressive. He has to be really careful there. And he is just thinking he's, I would say, a lot stronger than he really is. This Kha'Zix is still very strong. He is still very much ahead of you, I would say. So you
2 full items on this Kha'Zix, man.
Yeah, but his jungle item plus Black Cleaver is finished. The boots of speed also there for a little bit extra mobility there. I would say this game is now really up to Vapist at this point, because Astro Wave just kind of threw.
Yeah, just very unfortunately there, it looks like it's kind of that reverse psychology compared to game 1 and 2 with how Rivari was kind of going in on fights he really should not have been trying to fight. And he kept getting taken down by Budget, but it looks like it's, Astro Wave here is going to try to make a push. I don't know if it's going to be able to
does have flash and heal up. It is going to be Flame Choppers coming out here, but it is going to be a Knight coming off here, but he's not going to be able to get the bleed effect off, but that is going to be a summoner trade from both sides, so at least it's something off of Bamboo, but you do not get that important flash.
No, not at all. Sunfire Cape is fully built though on that Malphite, so instead of going AP, even though he does have that comment, he is going with that Sunfire Cape. He is going with that full burst as well as sustain. So it is really good to see him there being that tank optional objective there.
PVE is on a time limit here. They have to end this game quickly. They have to find something. They do have 2 dragons up. It is going to be an Infernal Soul coming into this game, so leave that little extra damage, but I don't think it's damage you want. I think it's sustainability. You got to survive long enough in these fights since we're all full AD, and actually maybe looking for something onto BKC, but he's not going to hop over the wall. He is level down, 2 levels down after that level up with the ward. Astro Wave still hasn't even finished his first item yet, so he's going to be very weak until he does so. Ooh, Budget gonna go on to Dallas. Maybe no, it looks like he was just going for the CS.
So I did want to just point out, by the way, we did get an update from an earlier game. It does look like Winter Booze actually beat the Pandas. So that does mean overall that this is absolutely a win or lose final third game here with PVE. So they need to win to get in, and if they do not win this final game that we're currently in right now, they are absolutely out of those playoffs. So it's a really good update that we got there. Winter Booze did beat the Pandas, and this is pretty much a winner-take-all for PVE and their playoff hopes. So
Dragon is going to be coming up in about 20 seconds here, so definitely what PVE wants to find. If they do not get this Drake, they lose their win con. The slow point is so strong. Toga's going to go into BKC, but you are by yourself. He's going to be able to hop right out of that solo play there, but he's going to take a lot of damage. Bavaria is roaming down. He does have the TP, but he might not even need to use it. Okay, find a tempo down 4 levels actually to BKC here, and oh my goodness, that is not what you want to be found here. Dragon is going to be helping PvE a little bit here, but it looks like the fight might be able to break out. Dallas still has a couple of points. It is going to be double showstopper is going to be used. It is going to go over to BKC. The very big fight coming out. All coming up from game fight will be enough. Vape is doing so much damage in the backline, but I don't think it's going to be enough, and I think that might just be it. Vape is the only one left alive. Zap is not going to be able to find his target. Oh, you got to be very careful. So Mega Death Rocket is there. Mission Shock doing so much damage. Whoa, I thought it was over, but Vapus is still kicking as he's going to be able to find a double kill into the back foot of that fight there. And maybe this game is not over just quite yet after that.
I mean, that did help him come back a little bit there. Just unfortunately, they lost a couple towers there as well, so the gold lead is still a little bit extended. Dallas here is trying to take it with Leona coming up to do a little bit of poke. But that Manamune being fully built already, at what the fight broke out at 1730, so that's really good to see that build. It got that extra AD, and we do see coming online, even though he is a full item down, we do have Gayfinder Temple being able to actually put out some damage here.
Maybe the next target here, he is going to have to use his gap closing ability there. He's going to have to jump right away since the blast cannon was used by Astro Wave. It looks like Shelly could be maybe the next objective, but it looks like they're going to walk right out of that one. Reset coming out from Dallas. He does have TP here, so they do not want to risk that just yet. Subwoofer Force is on a relatively low cooldown. It's going to be coming up in about 20 seconds.
Yep, and also if you look at the actual build here, it looks like this Ezreal here is going to go with the Trinity Force for his second full build item, which is interesting considering that's not the typical route that you go, but it does give you that additional attack speed as well as the phase, which allows you to move for a little bit quicker after each basic attack. So it is going to help you utilize that mirror to mana a lot faster in those team fights. So I'm not really complaining, but he actually did just finish the Trinity Force. So we'll see what it goes into there with that second item. But interesting build path, and so far it's been working.
Yeah, he is gonna be able to finish that. Ooh, a really good hit play over the wall. Vari is by himself there. Who is gonna be coming up? Is up here, so he's gonna go ahead and use that. BKC is there. So the players not gonna be able to find it. Target, but you have no more pool left. Can actually do enough damage, but here comes his faces. Vari is gonna go golden, but he is by himself. Here comes Rapist. Really gets up in Mega Death. He's gonna be able to fight Patuka at the end here. Dallas is here, but here comes Budget with really good EU coming out from BKC. He's gonna fall down, then the Showstopper won't be able to find his help with his ADC, but it's not gonna be enough. But Showstopper is there with the Haymaker and a shutdown going over to Gayfinder Temple, and relatively a good fight for PvE. You definitely do want to find even fights if you're behind, and that was an even fight at 3-for-3. You do kill the top side, which is the side that's actually is ahead for Tigers, so I'd say that is a little more beneficial for you, but sadly it is going to be a 600 shutdown going over to Dallas on the Malphite, but it is a 450 shutdown going over to Gayfinder Temple at least, so they find a little bit of something, but they're going to lose about a 150 gold there. So sadly, actually, never mind, because I totally forgot, VKC actually did have a shutdown himself, which is 900 gold, so actually that was overwhelmingly worth for a PvE.
Yeah, and also just to kind of point out here, Malphite now in that last team fight, he only had the Sunfire Cape fully built. He did not have the Frozen Heart. He just went back and finished that up. So now, you know, the attack speed and everything that was going for this Ezreal in those team fights with the Trinity Force is kind of almost negated there, unfortunately, if it gets a little bit too close to that Malphite. But we'll kind of see how this plays out. He is a full tank now with a lot of armor.
VKC looks like he is building towards a death stance next here. Dragon is going to be up in about a minute. It looks like Tigers is going to be setting that one up in pretty advanced here. It looks like a reset is going to come off from Patoga and make sure he can pick up some extra words maybe. It is going to be start off here. Looks like he does not want to risk it as much as possible. A fight could be breaking out into the bot side. tower is about to fall here. They do spot at VKC. Ashwave into the top side. He does not have TP. They could be conceding this one over, but I don't think you want to when Dragon is such a big win con for your team here. You're already gonna get outscaled here, so you want to try to get that objective here. Look, that is control worded into that bush. There is no vision into that bush for PVE, and be really careful for that death bush that is possible with Malphite, and looks like Kutoga and Vapus is gonna be spotted out by the wood. So it looks like they're not going to be able to pick up Mobile here, but they'd be really careful not to overchase because Dow's the VKC on the way. Lucci is also on his way too. Solar Player is going to come out. He's going to be able to find a stun onto VKC. To drop Garage is 2. It's going to be able to find a target onto VKC, but looking to the top side, can't find a triple on Astro Wave. Pushing out this top side. Bam Booper, only one left, or only one that's going to be sent to really deal with this, and he has to be really careful. He has really good. Oh my goodness! Mega Death Pocket is going to be used. He's going to be able to find it. Oh my goodness! Looks like they. Oh, a really good flash on top of a push is going to be used. Budget is going to use the showstopper there. Trying to find as much damage onto VK as possible. We'll be able to find the Lulu there, but VKC is just too tanky for you. At least it is. Oh my goodness. Looks like he found a tipple. Maybe looks for a kill onto Bam Booper here. The flash is going to come out. It's going to be a flash. Heal trade coming out from these.
Get away from the tower!
Rory is there, and oh my goodness, it was looking good for PV, then it was looking bad, then it was looking good, and then it was looking bad once again.
Oh man, but that just opens it up now. They're going to make this rotation over to the Baron, as they should. They deserve it. They played that well. Bam Booper was able to hold off and save that top tower. And on top of that, they were able to save off and get that objective. We do see them coming over here to try to make any type of play. The Ezreal does hit, but unfortunately all it does is scout them out, and they're going to back away, not even attempt this here.
Yeah, Vapor's going to get the bad news very late onto that one, as not going to be able to pick that one up, and it's only a 3k gold lead. That is still a substantial lead going over to Tigers, but it is still closer than the previous game at one point. So PVE still not completely out, but their time limit is running out here.
Yeah, the more, especially you see here, we got a Bramble Best here coming on for this Malphite. Everyone on the side of PVE is just nothing but auto attack damage output. So it's pretty much all negated if Malphite just walks in front of his entire team. And then on top of that, you do have now the Zonia's, the Rabadon's death cap is so close. What is he sitting on there for gold? Okay, he did just buy one of those, so he's sitting at 100 gold right now. So once he gets that, it's pretty much over there. His heals are just going to be off the charts for that Vladimir.
Last Whisper is picked up for Vapus here. He does have the ability to do a little bit of damage to these tanks here, so at least he's going to be able to itemize into that semi well, but I don't think it's going to be enough at this point of the game. I mean, that singular Q is just not really doing that much damage, even with the WQ ability. Takes off the shield there, so he's definitely gonna have to kite out the tank in Dallas here, and maybe look for other thing. But it looks like Budget is gonna go for this 1v1 here. He's gonna auto the minion there on accident, and it looks like VKC is just way too strong for Budget here. Budget not taking the right fight there, sadly. A little bit of desperate, but he's not gonna be able to find what his team needs.
Yeah, I mean, he got the damage output, he got the death dance, he's able to have that a little bit sustained, and that's really all he needed to get through that shield. They're closing in here on this mid tower. It looks like with the Baron buff, they should be able to take this.
Baron is up for another 15 seconds though, so if PvE can somehow stay alive long enough for this one, they could maybe stem the bleeding, but I don't think that's really going to matter when it comes to the long terms of the game here. You have to somehow get this Malphite ult away. That is the only way, but even then you have the wild go through Ricci with the Lulu, and not really much you can really do on that. The knockup is still there, the high survivability that it gives with the large burst of health. And actually, you're no longer winning into this matchup, buddy. It's way too late into the game. He has his own, he has to put about double needlessly large rods. He's looking to go for the Rabadon's death cap, and he actually does have it on his next back here. So again, chances are dwindling for PvE quite fast here. Dragon's in 1 minute, and this is going to be so point for either team that gets it.
Yep, and the Jinx just went back and finished up another Zeal, so just even more attack speed overall with that crit chance. So she's sitting at what, 70? Nope, 70% overall. So this is just overall just for them with the Hurricane being able to output that damage. I don't really know what the win condition is anymore, besides maybe trying to play defense and getting a pick or two and getting to the late game. But just on a straight 5v5, they just don't have the damage to be able to get through all this tankiness, unfortunately.
Looks like Tigers is going to be looking for maybe a fight here. There's no vision onto that side of the jungle, but as soon as they hit into that... Oh, wait,
Oh, it's
maybe
over.
something onto Extra Wave here. Extra Wave! Oh, no! He has nowhere to go to Seismic Dragons to be there. VKC, the Void's back leveled up. He can hop right over the wall, but it's not going to matter. The Polymorph to make sure he can't do anything else. Vari is here trying to do as much damage as possible. Toga not going to be able to throw out the stun there, and this is going to be so point going over. This is so much damage going over to Tigers. This is 3 and 4.
Look at top lane, though.
Yep, they're looking to see if they can't push this out here, but you would not win a base race against this team. It is 5v2 against a Xin Zhao and a set. It's like not really gonna be able to win that base race against this team comp right now. Maybe if Vapus can pull off some crazy old moves here, but I doubt that's going to happen.
Now, I just realized, by the way, this Xin Zhao is so behind. He doesn't even have anything built besides the Skirmisher Saber for the Warrior. Whereas you've got, 3 fully built items on that Kha'Zix as well as the Last Whisperer. So, just very unfortunate. We saw that in Champ Select. We were just all over confused about what in the world PVE was trying to do. And it looks like, besides, Vapist getting some really good kills down here on this Ezreal, that they didn't even know what the game plan was overall. So very unfortunate. We'll see if there's anything they can do. It's not over, but there is a Soul Drake, and it is gonna be coming up, and it's gonna be 4 straight Inferno Drakes, by the way. So that's just even more damaging if they're able to secure that. But I don't know, if you had to give a win condition over to PVE right now, don't say, just don't die. What is something that you would kind of say, hey, this is where you might have a chance?
I don't believe Game Manager going to be spotted by VKC. He's going to use the other, they can just jump right on him. The flash is going to come out here, and that is a trade VKC will take any day.
And they're gonna... Baron's up in 10 seconds. There's no one here to really answer for it. You see everyone's already going back to base. They still have their 2 inhibitors down. No one's rotating over. They have the timer on their objective timer thing, so all they have to do is hit tab and be able to see that Baron is up. No one's making any kind of play for it. Ezreal might try to snipe it out with his ult. We'll kind of see. Nope. Yeah, so very important. Just there's nothing they can do.
Onto Vari here. He is by himself. The defensive is on his way, but the rest of the members that are wearing purple are gonna be able to rock it down. The Toga maybe even a target here is a little out of position. Dallas does have unstoppable force. BKC just so tanky at this point. He has an edge tapping, he has the death stance. Not much you can really do. The Lord Doms is also up for him, so he's gonna be able to do so much damage. And looks like a really good 3-man and 4-man to that with Wild Growth. First up is gonna be used. Looks like the back line is going to be actually to get killed. Baby, it's not gonna be enough. Double kill going to BKC. And oh my goodness, I look at my second monitor for a second. And what an explosive team fight there. Toga's the only one left alive here. Vancouver's gonna see if he can't find anything there. Looks like they are gonna tower dive him. So much damage with the fountain lasers there. Defensive are gonna be able to pick that one up, but Tigers, the first team to ever do it, goes 9-0, goes perfect, doesn't drop a single series in the entirety of the regular season, going straight into playoffs. PVE Esports falling down. They are knocked out of playoffs. They don't get to play. And Tigers just a really big showing, throwing out that reverse sweep there. GG to them.
Yep, congratulations to Winterviews as well. I mean, you can't really discount what they've been able to do this season. They were still in a position to be able to get in, and they do. So we'll kind of see what they're able to do here in the next coming weeks here as they're in the playoffs. Unfortunately for PvE, they had a dominating first game, right? We were all kind of stunned. We had the Pikachu picture up with Gurf looking all adorable. It was just insane to see how in control PvE was on that first game. and then they kind of did that in the second and then threw it away. So very unfortunate. Pick it up. Hopefully we'll have some better results next season, because this is pre-made. This is kind of, everyone getting together. They feel comfortable playing with each other. They were so close to the playoffs, but really good job there for the Tigers being undefeated. I'm going to hand this over to Sheep to kind of close this out for the series and the night, as we send it over to Garth as well. I love you guys. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. Once again, Red Wheelbarrow for the beautiful color casting for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be the final game of the day. Tigers were able to solidify their 9-0 undefeated prowess going into playoffs here, and PVE just falling short. They're not able to find the game. They're not able to go to playoffs. It is a very sad day for PVE Esports. They tried their best. The first game they absolutely dominated, and the second game again, and even the third game, the early game was very strong, but Tigers showing why they are the #1 team in LAS Premade, as they just absolutely just turn it around so easily. Granted, the draft for the third game for PVE definitely not the best, but PVE definitely did, I would say, better than I would say most teams did into the early game, but definitely did kind of fall short into the early mid to the mid game. So I would say really good try to them onto that one. And what I've been forgetting to do for my games, I always give an MVP to the losing team, and I'm definitely gonna have to give it to Vapist here, as he did really, really well onto the Ezreal, being able to keep his team into the game. Give him a little bit of hope, especially after that dragon fight that they lost. He was able to pick up a double kill onto Rivari and Booper as they overchased a little bit there. So congratulations to him. I would say he definitely gets the MVP for the losing team, but Tigers, definitely good job onto that reverse sweep. You looked at the first game, you thought about it, you had a game plan for game 2 and 3, you stuck to it, and you were able to find it. GG's to both teams, but for more on this amazing series and this game, I'm going to send it over to our analyst, Girth, the wonderful man.
I lost all my tokens.
All right, welcome back, friends, and holy heck, what a freaking series we got on our hands. And that was just a showing of why the Tigers are the first place team in the league. And now they clutch a new record that we have not seen yet, the coveted undefeated regular split. Congratulations, Tigers, as they already locked in their first seed spot in the playoffs, but they will get that bye in the round. And also congratulations to Winner Booze. I know a bunch of the teammates were in chat and we're like, guys, we need Tigers to win. So yeah, congratulations, guys, on making it to playoffs. But that was one hell of a series, and so much can be said about what happened between these two teams. Where was this damage coming from? Who was leading this team here? And, we saw, again, the Jinx game come through for Bambooper, and slowly scaling up, slowly getting stronger, but a little bit of fancy footwork up in the top lane just to keep away that two-person split push was really, really sick. That was really sick, Sam, so congratulations on that. But all in all, you're going to look at it, if we're talking about scaling, that Vladimir just got bigger and bigger and bigger as the game went on. I saw one of his E's at the end of the game take a quarter of the Leona's health. So if you're doing that amount of damage to a tank, it's absolutely terrifying to imagine what these other players could do. And we saw it too. The tank Malphite still able to do way more damage than one would think. And of course, I was watching him the entire time. VKC was just popping off on this Kha'Zix. In even better showing in this game than the last. He was just everywhere, all around the map, doing his job well. I am here for my team. I am making sure that they are all feeling good, feeling great, and pushing this one ahead. But yeah, a rock solid performance out of the Tigers. But guys, we are going to go to break while you vote for player of the game. When we get back, we'll be announcing our player of the game, and then I have a couple messages regarding tomorrow's stream, so make sure to stick around for that. And if you could stick around for the ads as well too, that would be lovely. It supports all of us and makes sure that I can pay off my student tuition one day. Anyways, We'll be on break. We'll see you back here after that with our player of the game. So, what a hell of a series, guys. Hell of a series. Anyways, we'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back, friends, and a hell of a series for you guys tonight. I had so much fun watching that. If you know what, now that I think about it, would you guys like a Gurf cam in like the bottom corner to just pop? You know how they have the coaches and the players sometimes, or the subs pop up, and they're like, ah. If you saw me, I was losing my marbles. That was so crazy to watch. Really insane game out of PVE at the start. A little bit closer between the two, but Tigers clutch it in game 2, and then they come back swinging in the third game and prove to us why they are that number 1 seed, why they are the undefeated team in the regular series. So congratulations, Tigers, and best of luck to you in your playoff runs. But guys, we are going to be closing things out very soon. Before we do that, we have our player of the game to announce, and nothing makes my support main heart happier than seeing the player of the game be the support. So congratulations, Arichi, I think I'm saying it correctly, on player of the game, going 0-2 and 11 assists. Very nice on that Lulu. I did take a look at the ward score though. Top ward score in the game, most control wards bought. Mwah! You can't ask anything better from a support, and of course some beautiful polymorphs in that game to save their ADCs. But it was fantastic. It's a Ricky? A Ricky? Is it? Oh, it's a. Oh, Rivari's screwing me up. All right. I think I got it. But y'all are trolling me because it's a little fun. All right. Anyways, guys, that is going to conclude our final week here of the LAS Premade League. Make sure to tune in next week when we are back here and playoffs are starting. I believe we are going to do 7 o'clock. That does that. Yep. I think it's 7 o'clock. So here, 7 p.m. EST next week. Make sure to be here for all that insane action. And of course, I appreciate that vision score because I'm out there doing the same thing, putting those wards down, buying those control wards. Life of the support, and nothing feels better than looking at the scoreboard after and saying, I did my job hella good this game. So congratulations. But guys, just a heads up for tomorrow night. We are gonna attempt something. I wouldn't say new, but a red wheelbarrow is actually stepping in and helping us out with the stream as Psychonautic is currently still on rest. He will be back Sunday, so we will get to see his lovely face back again for the Valorant stream, but still needs another night of rest. So Red is going to step in, do the stream for us. It's not going to be what it usually is, but the game will still be there. So make sure to show up for that best of 5. Show lots of love to Red because he is doing us a huge favor tomorrow night. And of course, just be very patient with all the tech stuff. From what I was seeing, he was kicking some butt today when we were working in Streamlabs. So just a heads up on that. Won't be the exact same, but you'll still get that the meat and potatoes there with the games coming through. And of course, all the lovely casting to join along. With that, guys, we are going to be ending things out. So as we close it out, for those of you who decide to stay, we're going to be doing a little giveaway. 150 Legends tokens going out to you. Don't worry, I won't enter. I am set. Thank you, Red, for the points. Anyways, that raffle is open now, so just use the command raffle to enter into that, and you'll see the winner pop up on our closing screen. I see Flip Tricks already in there, very eager to get those points. As we close out, though, guys, make sure to head on over to our kick-ass merch store. I'm telling you, this stuff is quality. It's comfortable. It's warm. It is perfect for this little chilly fall that's coming. And I'm honestly, I'm very proud to be, donning our own merch. I'm very happy to see that. But guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. Thank you for all the participation in chat. It makes me so happy to see all these little fun games and whatever, and the memes I throw out there and the emotes I make are being put to use, and I love it. You guys don't know how happy it makes me to see not only the participation, but the fact that, we're cracking some decent numbers now. And, who knows where things are going to go in the future, but I just got to say, I love all the support you guys bring. I love you guys so freaking much. You have no idea. But with that, it's going to be Gurf out. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. I will see you next Tuesday when I'm back on the stream. But you can bet you will catch me in the chat a little bit tomorrow night. But guys, make sure to show our streamer and casters lots of love tomorrow. Have a excellent evening. Congratulations, Tigers. Hell of a series, guys. You put on a great show for us. Anyways, take care and good night.